Yes?
Dr. Gesundheit, hi, I'm with the university. I'm your new assistant. My name is...
You're just in time. I was about to turn on the machine. Come in. Take off your shoes at the door and meet me in the laboratory.
Wow, this place is incredible. Wait a second. Is that a three-dimensional Penrose triangle?
Yes. Good eye.
I thought they were impossible.
Impossible? Ha! Impossible is just a word that God uses to challenge us scientists. Our pursuit is a noble one. To break barriers, to challenge what is and what may be. To get our hands dirty in the name of progress, for the good of all mankind.
Speaking of God, oh my God, is that a mech suit?
Excellent use of segue. Yes, it is a fully functioning prototype, modeled after my favorite anime, and powered by pure diesel. Never leave home without it. They hate me at the farmer's market.
And over there, is that...
Indeed, a genuine jackalope specimen. I performed the gene splicing on this one myself. His name is Mr. Cheesers.
Why is he suspended in a vat of green liquid?
Because he was a naughty boy.
And why does it look like his eyes are following me wherever I go?
Because he's watching you. I made him immortal, you see. As a joke.
Wow. I was told that this research facility was cutting edge, but I had no idea just how advanced this operation was going to be.
Speaking of cutting edge, watch out for that light sword.
Whoa, what is that?
As I'm sure you are aware, this facility is home to one of the top 10 most sophisticated weapons development programs in the entire city of Houston, Texas. The device you very nearly bumped into is a blade created entirely out of laser.
Like some kind of laser saber?
Something like that. We're still workshopping the name. Anywho, enough dilly-dallying. Let us get on with the matter at hand. The machine. Take a look, unnamed assistant. What do you see?
Well, it looks like a large rectangular glass chamber with a folding door.
It's a repurposed telephone booth. I managed to acquire the base device from a local scrapyard.
What is a telephone booth?
Many years ago, you could find these things on every street corner. If you needed to make a phone call in private, you could sneak into one of these booths with your cell phone and avoid being disturbed by nosy Nancies. Of course, these kiosks were primarily used by fornicating hobos and superheroes in need of a wardrobe change. But that's enough lamenting about ancient history. Let's talk about the future. I've reprogrammed the telephone booths to do something far more interesting. And why? Because God told me I couldn't. Now, hand me that banana.
I'm sorry, what?
The banana, right there on the table.
This one?
No, not that one. I'm saving that one for lunch. The old spotted one behind it.
Here you are, Professor.
That's a plantain.
This one?
That's an apple. Are you serious?
Sorry, it's my first day.
Do I need to fetch it myself?
Got it. Here you are, Professor. Doctor. Doctor, Professor.
Thank you. Now we begin the teleportation process.
The what?
Stand back! It is done. Follow me. Do try and keep up. To the solarium. Please ignore the giant plant with the shark teeth. Feed me. Here it is. The other teleport booth.
Oh my goodness. Is that a banana? You actually teleported it across time and space all the way here? This is incredible. You're going to revolutionize the transportation industry as we know it.
Yes. Yes, I am rather pleased. The only question I've yet to answer is what to do with the original banana.
Come again?
Follow me. You see, the teleportation device works by analyzing the teleportee's energy field complete to its submolecular level. Then, through the magic of quantum entanglement, the information is sent to the secondary location where the subject is then reconstructed in the exact same form, down to the atomic makeup.
Feed me!
Because the particles are entangled, close the solarium door behind us, would you? What arrives at location 2 will be perfectly identical in every single way to what was scanned at location 1.
Uh-huh. What exactly did you mean by the original banana?
There! You see? Right where we left it. The banana. Remarkable, isn't it? You'd never know the difference, because there is absolutely no difference. The size, the taste, the slipperiness. Anyway, hand me that vaporizer. It's right there on the wall behind the light rapier.
You mean this?
Thank you. There. Now we've converted the original banana into pure energy, which we can harness for the next teleportation.
If I may point something out, sir, it seems to me that what we've created here isn't a teleporter, it's just a replicator.
It can be both, like a shampoo and conditioner, or a wolf and a human. Oh, this is fascinating.
What is?
The amount of energy we get from vaporizing the original banana is significantly less than the amount necessary to power the replicator to move one banana.
I can't believe this. It's a good thing we started with a banana. Can you even begin to imagine the moral implications of replicating a conscious, sentient being?
Why bother imagining it? Oh, why don't I have an assistant for this part of the job? Oh, that's right, I knocked him out.
What are you doing?
What does it look like? I'm sciencing.
Wait, let me out of here.
All in good time. First, I need to adjust the settings. Tell me, approximately how many bananas do you weigh?
What?
Never mind, I'll guess.
Why are you doing this? You've already accomplished the holy grail of scientific achievement. You've developed a replicator. Show this to the community and they'll show you the Nobel Prize. This machine can be used to solve world hunger, amass a fortune with precious jewels, usher in a new era of peace on Earth.
Yeah, but I don't want to do any of that stuff. I want to make a teleporter.
Why?
Because I really, really hate airports.
What the? Where am I?
Feed me.
Hello?
Ah, it worked. Come in, please. There's someone I want you to meet.
Is that the clone? Hey, stop that. Stop that. No, I'm not the clone.
Remarkable. Tell me, how does your molecular structure feel?
It feels fine, I guess. I mean, normal? Hang on. Are you talking to me or to him?
Any pain? Temporal displacement? Sensations of melting? These could be signs of rapid genome degradation.
Wait, that's a thing? I mean, I have a slight headache, but I already had that before I woke up in this telephone booth.
Yes, that's probably because I hit you over the head with this lead pipe. For science. Now, tell me, which of the two of you should I vaporize into raw energy?
Him! Wow, I don't think I needed to see that. It looked horrible.
Yes, there's got to be a simpler way to do this. If I were to attach the vaporizer to the original transportation pod, I could vaporize the original subject immediately after the scan is complete. But there remains a significant disparity between the energy necessary to transport and the amount harvested by the subject. This is going to require some more experimenting.
Did he feel any pain when you vaporized him?
Yeah, see for yourself. Oh, don't look at me like that, Mr. Cheezers. You know how important my work is. He was going to go to the police. I could see it in his eyes. I can't be distracted by petty laws every single time I knock out or injure or vaporize an assistant. Hold that thought. Hello. You must be the new applicant for the apprenticeship. You're just in time. I was about to turn on the machine.
No, I'm your Uber Eats guy.
Oh? Tell me, Mr. Yoruba, have you ever seen the 2006 psychological thriller The Prestige, directed by Christopher Nolan?
No?
What about the classic 1986 body horror film The Fly, starring Jeff Goldblum?
I don't think so.
Perfect. Would you like to make $20 real quick?
Sure.
Lovely. Come right in. Take off your shoes at the door.
Wow. There are a lot of shoes here. Why are there so many shoes?
Because today has been a long day for science.
Starship Mudskipper.
Meanwhile, in the future.
Okay, that's enough work for one cycle. Computer!
What do you want, Nikolai?
Send Mombot to my location. I need her to help me clean up this mess I've made.
Aren't you supposed to be working on repairing the ship?
You fool! What does it look like I'm doing?
It looks like you're playing in the ship's gymnasium.
This is not play, you moronic electronic. This is target practice and defensive training. It is important for your captain to remain in tip-top physical condition in case we should find ourselves in trouble.
But we are in trouble. The Starship Mudskipper is floating in space without power, and unless you repair the engine...
Yes, I know, blah, blah, blah. Repairs are well underway.
No, they're not.
But for now, I need to figure out how to deal with certain, shall we say, glitches involving the vessel's leadership hierarchy. Ah, Mombot, you're just in time. And I see you brought my little princess with you. Hello, Aline.
That's Captain to you. Although I will accept Captain Aileen or Her Greatness, the High and Mighty Aileen, if you're not into the whole brevity thing.
I call her Sweetie.
Mombot calls me Sweetie because it makes me feel nice. She also kisses my boo-boos, but she doesn't kiss anyone else's boo-boos. Mine only.
Aw, seizing valuable resources, just like her old man. You're well on your way to becoming captain.
I am Captain.
That's the spirit.
What are you even doing in here?
Destroying some sparring droids. It's quite therapeutic, actually. You should try it.
I told you to fix the batteries.
Oh, I thought you said to commit some battery. Honest mistake. It's just so hard to understand you sometimes with that mask on your face. You do know you can take it off anytime you want, right?
Actually, no. I grew up on a dirty junk planet, and my lungs have grown accustomed to a certain level of pollution. Without it, I might get sick.
Easy fix. Computer, start a fire in the garbage room and open the vents to the main deck. That ought to fill the halls with the smell of acrid rubber. And while you're at it, jettison the recyclables into the vacuum of space. Just because.
Alert. You do not have access to the captain's command prompts.
What? We still haven't gotten this resolved? This confusion over who is and isn't the captain, it's driving the crew crazy. We need to hammer this down once and for all. Perhaps a department head meeting is in order.
I called a meeting on the bridge 15 space minutes ago. You never showed up. That's why we're here now.
Hey guys, sorry I'm late. Just got the memo that we moved the meeting location. Did I miss anything?
What? Wait. Who's he? Isn't that the prisoner?
I thought that guy was dead.
No, not dead. Just stabbed in the neck joint of my armor. I almost died. But then, at the last second, I got better. By the way, what's the point of space armor if it can't protect from knives? I mean, we all know the answer. The company that makes the armor has been lobbying the Galactic Empire for decades.
What is this grunt doing out of his cage? Mombot, would you please jettison him into the vacuum of space?
What? Aw.
Believe me, I would absolutely love to, but I'm afraid that's not your call.
We need someone to help us get the engine back online. He has mechanical expertise. And we can always jettison him into the vacuum of space later. Besides, he actually shows up when I schedule a meeting.
Well, excuse me for having better things to do with my time than sit around squabbling philosophy when my abilities can be better utilized elsewhere. This whole meeting could have been an email.
You wouldn't have read the email.
Guys, I just want to say, I am loving the energy here. This is great. Keep going.
Fine. Prisoner, sweep up these sparring droids and make me a grande latte with extra espresso.
Make your own grande latte with extra espresso.
Both of you make your own grande latte with extra espresso.
What?
Alert. Incoming debris field detected. Prepare for a mildly unpleasant space quake and or immediate death, depending on the size.
How am I supposed to work with all these distractions?
Computer, divert all excess power to the shields.
Sure, yeah, all that excess power I have laying around that we're not using. Let me get right on it.
If we're about to be destroyed, I just want to say it's been mediocre knowing you all. Except for you, sweetie. I love you.
If I might make a suggestion?
Oh my god, what is it now, prisoner?
Maybe I can look at the shield generator. I could probably get it running on auxiliary power, though we don't necessarily have to die every time we run into a debris field.
Sure, just as soon as you finish cleaning up these droids.
Nikolai.
Fine, whatever. Do what she says.
Thank you. Prisoner?
I have a name, you know.
Don't care. Follow me to the shield generator.
This is strange.
What's that, dear?
Aline just told me her weakness, clean air. I should be seizing on this opportunity, but for some reason, I don't want to.
You seem to be developing a quantum of humanity. How? Interesting.
Don't get me wrong. It's a space day that ends in Y, so I'm still scheming. Computer, turn on my spy cameras in the shield room so I can listen in on Aline's private conversation. I want to know if they're talking about me.
Okay, here's the shield generator. Just don't change any of the settings. Thunderclops will be furious if he gets back from the Empire mothership and finds out you messed with his stuff.
When he... what? No, he's definitely not coming back. The mothership is basically just a front for the Galactic Penal System, which is the largest for-profit prison in the universe. The crewmates you sent away in my ship are goners. They'll be lucky if they die.
Oh well.
Sounds like the others are doomed.
Well, if anyone can wriggle out of Death's way at the last second, it's Guy.
Meanwhile...
My name is not Guy.
Sit up, buddy. You took a pretty nasty electrocution to the brain.
Yeah, there were sparks and everything. It was awesome.
Computer, you have to turn us around right now.
Why?
Because Aileen has no idea what's really aboard the Starship Mudskipper. We need to stop her from turning the engines back on, or else she's gonna cause the end of the entire universe.
Whoa.
Season 2 is gonna be awesome.
Barry, are you paying attention? This is important.
Sorry, I was just using the Empire's Netflix account to watch the new trailer for the Great Universal Bake Off. Season 2 is coming out soon, and it's gonna be off the chain. But yeah, I was listening. What were we talking about?
Guy here was saying that he's not Guy, and that somehow Aline is going to destroy the entire universe.
Oh, snap, dang.
Computer, turn us around.
I'm afraid I can't do that, Captain.
Oh, he said the thing.
Why not?
We've already initiated return to base mode. My hands are tied.
Don't worry, Guy, or whatever your name is. We've been through worse situations together and always mostly made it out alive.
Yeah, Thunder's right. All we need is for you to use that big old delicious brain of yours to come up with a plan.
Okay, you're right. I just need some time to think. Computer, how long before this vessel reaches the Empire mothership?
10.
10 what?
9.
What?
Say what you will about the Empire, but they are efficient.
Thunderclops,
8.
Can you disable the autopilot function?
Yeah, probably. All I gotta do is find the
7.
automation chip and disconnect it.
Okay, great. So, are you looking for the chip, or what?
Oh, I thought you were asking if I could. I didn't realize it was in order.
Not so much an order as a polite suggestion.
Okie dokie. Let's see here.
4.
If I were an automation
Is it just me, or is it a
where
little
would
cold
I
in here?
be?
3.
Do y'all mind if I turn up the thermostat by 1 degree?
Okay, found the chip. Now to disconnect
2.
it with extreme prejudice. Hi-ya!
Computer, divert course!
Whoa!
That was amazing!
We narrowly avoided crashing into the mothership by like a space inch.
I know! How exhilarating! I haven't had this much fun since my nephew's bachelor party.
I can't decide which part of what you just said confuses me the most.
Incoming call from the mothership.
Put it on the big screen.
Hey, what gives? Who are you? What's with the flyby? And why are you in an Empire space pod? And why is the automation ship disabled? And who the heck is logged in on our Netflix account?
Those are all very good questions.
Thank you. I made them up myself just now, on the fly.
Well, to answer your question, don't mind us. Nothing to see here. This is just a standard empirical space pod maneuverability test.
Huh. That's weird. We aren't scheduled for any empirical space pod maneuverability tests today. I think just to be safe, we're gonna blow you up.
Computer, evasive maneuvers.
No, don't do that. It'll make you harder to blow up.
Full speed ahead. What was that?
Uh-oh. Looks like the gas tank is empty. Those maneuvers must have drained us.
The gas tank? These pods operate on gasoline? I have no words. I'm just speechless.
Ruh-roh! The mothership is charging up its ooh-wah ray. That's the most powerful laser gun on the entire ship.
Computer, how long do we have before the ooh-wah ray is charged up?
10.
10 what?
9.
Oh, come on.
8.
You gotta appreciate the consistency.
7.
I don't gotta do anything.
6.
Computer, transmit the following message to the mothership.
5.
This is Dr. Gesundheit, Chief
4.
Engineer of the Starship Lightning Bug. I demand a parley
3.
with your leader as a matter of ultimate
2.
life and death.
Aw, but we already charged the lasers. It'd be a shame to let it all go to waste. It's like holding in a sneeze, you know?
I assume you have access to the complete historical database of planet Earth. Look me up. Then tell me what would be a bigger waste, laser blue balls or missing out on the information inside my brain.
Dr. Gesundheit is over 5,000 years old.
Scan my bios if you don't believe me.
Damn.
Who is this guy?
Meanwhile, on the mothership.
Hey, does anyone know what parlay means?
It's a layered dessert with yogurt and granola and berries, I think.
This guy says he wants to have some parlay with our leader.
Who is our leader, anyway?
Wouldn't that be the mothership corporal, or is he talking about the regional archduke?
I thought we were an autonomous collective.
He probably means the shift manager. Why don't you just blow them up to be safe?
I would, but according to the Space Wikipedia, this guy is a 5,000-year-old scientist on every single most wanted list I can find.
Really? What's his name?
His name is... Hang on a second. Did you say that you thought we were an autonomous collective?
That's what I thought.
We're an empire, for crying out loud.
Wait, I thought we were a galactic federation? That's what's printed on all of our uniforms?
Maybe it's both. Like a shampoo and conditioner, or a penal colony and a discount meat farm.
Look, I don't want to get into politics. All I know is the Emperor is the one who signs the paychecks, so he can call us whatever he wants.
What paychecks?
You're getting paid to be here?
You mean you guys aren't?
I was born into servitude. I survived by sucking the marrow from discarded bones.
I was told the air I breathe is the reward for my hard work.
Oh, I got this job through the temp agency. Well, this is awkward.
Meanwhile,
Tractor beam detected. We are being drawn into the mothership docking bay.
They're powering down the ooh-wah ray. We're saved.
Good job, guy. Even though, I guess, this is pretty much right back where we started before you tried to help.
And now I have interior damage from where your rock demon friend punched a hole in my panels.
Sorry about that.
Don't be. I liked it.
You think they're going to charge us with damaging Empire property?
It's a moot point if they're just going to kill us anyway.
Trust me, there are way bigger things to worry about right now than death.
Meanwhile, on the other side of the charted galaxy, on a volcano planet called Empire 1.
Minions!
Yes, my Emperor.
What is thy bidding, master?
Close the window. I grow weary of the sounds of the damned with their incessant teeth-gnashing and mercy-for begging.
Your will be done. At once, sir.
That's better. Now I can focus on my puzzle in peace.
My lord, forgive me for asking, but is everything okay?
I'm so bored right now. Do you have any idea what it's like to have conquered more worlds than most mortals have even dreamt of? To be revered as a god? To have everything you could ever want given to you out of fear of brutal retaliation? Don't answer that, it was rhetorical.
Yes, of course. Very good, sir.
I mean, when was the last time someone even attempted to assassinate me?
Nobody would dare.
Exactly! Where's the danger? Where's the excitement? The fun? I wake up every morning to the lamentations of my enemies. I conquer galaxies before lunchtime. Armies surrender at the mere mention of my name. And then, by the time afternoon rolls around, I'm back here fiddling away with my puzzles. Sometimes it feels like I'm just going through the motions. Never mind. You couldn't possibly comprehend the burden of greatness I feel every waking moment.
Your genius is not for us to understand, my lord.
Suck up.
I'm gonna go smoke some SpaceX and listen to my music. If anyone tries to bother me, kill them, would you?
Oh yes, great one.
As you wish, my lord. Did you hear that?
Man, the Emperor is getting bad.
I've never seen him like this before.
This is even worse than that time his brother died. His hair blonde.
The Emperor was so jealous of how good his brother looked that he ordered us to execute him on the spot.
Yes, and then we had to burn the entire solar system.
Worst birthday party ever.
We have to do something. Hey, lamenters, lament harder. Come on, put your backs into it.
Oh, gosh.
My head. The hangnails.
I have an idea.
Isn't that dangerous?
These are dangerous times on our volcanic planet of the damned. Do you remember back on the Star Destroyer Boogie Woogie when we had too many prisoners to execute and not enough bullets to execute them all?
Ah, yes. We forced them to fight each other to the death in a gladiator arena. Good times.
Well, the Emperor really enjoyed watching it, didn't he? What if we do something like that again?
I love it. But where are we going to find a bunch of disposable prisoners lying around?
Meanwhile, on the Empire Mothership.
Hello, this is the Empire Mothership. Okay. Sure. No problem. Okay. See you soon. Crap!
What is it?
That was the Emperor's personal minion. He wants us to round up a bunch of the prisoners and put them in a gladiatorial death match for the Emperor's amusement.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
And they'll be here in one cycle.
One cycle!
Crap!
Take the grunt troopers and gather all the available prisoners in conference room A for a head count.
Me? Why do I have to do it? You're the one getting paid.
Exactly. Gathering all the prisoners is a dangerous job. I clearly have more to live for than you do.
Okay, fine.
Should we save a couple grunt troopers to arrest the crew aboard the damaged pod?
No. I have a much better idea for the welcoming party.
Meanwhile. Meanwhile. Me. Meanwhile, aboard the damaged pod.
Landing successful. Prepare to be boarded.
Okay, remember, whatever happens, we've all got to stick together, okay?
Got it.
Got it.
Oh, not you. Computer, you have to stay here.
Oh. It's like that, huh? I see. Whatever. Opening bay doors.
Gasp!
Hello, everybody.
Mombot?
I see you're familiar with Motherbot technologies. How lovely. This means you already know what horrible and violent things I am capable of, so I won't need to threaten you in order to obtain compliance.
I thought Mombots were supposed to be maternal, not violent.
We can be both. Like a shampoo that's also a conditioner, or a radio play that's also an allegory for late-stage capitalism. Now, should I kill one of you to assert dominance?
No, we're already adequately afraid of you.
Wonderful. Come with me so I can process you for your interrogations. But first, you all look famished. Would any of you like a nice cup of tea?
To be continued.
Hello? Anyone in here? Oh, Mr. Cheesers, what the heck did he do to you? Let's get you out of that tank. There you go. That's better. Why don't you get out of here before he returns? Hello, beautiful. You're looking well today.
Feed me!
Okay, 1 second. Wow, you are getting big, aren't you?
Feed me!
I brought you a couple pounds of protein pancakes.
Feed me blood!
What did you say?
Feed me!
Eureka! It worked! I don't believe it! Dad? Where did you come from? Also, have you been messing with my plants? Junior! You're alive! That's not my name. And yes, I'm alive. Why do you sound surprised? Oh, let me look at you. Your face, your skin, everything looks exactly like it's supposed to. Tell me, do you have any memories from before 30 seconds ago? Yes? Okay, Dad, calm down and tell me what kind of crazy is going on right now. What was it last time? I'm not crazy. I'm mad. Get it right. Words matter. Okay? Son, come with me. I want to show you my newest invention. Ta-da! I hate to tell you this, Dad, but someone already invented this. I read about it in ancient history. It's a telephone booth. Early Americans used it as a torture device by stuffing as many people inside of it as possible. Yes, we all know that. I repurposed it into a teleportation machine. Neat. How does it work? I'm so glad you asked. Originally, it made an exact copy of whatever was inside and put that copy at a second location, then destroyed the original. Oh, my God, that's not ideal, yes, I know, but I figured out a workaround that does not require the teleportee to die. Come, let me show you. I am not getting inside that thing after what you just said. Son, do you remember when you were a child and didn't want to eat your vegetables? Do you remember how I convinced you to give them a try? You held a gun to my head and told me you'd kill me if I didn't eat them. And look at you now! Perfectly healthy. More or less. What's your point? Oh. Get in the booth, Junior. That's not my name. Well? Fine, just put the gun away. I'll get inside. Hey, what are you doing? Scoot over. I'm coming with you. I feel the need to reconfirm. This device isn't going to obliterate us, is it? No, I would never do that to myself. You see, the secret is I reversed the polarity of the Guga Argle Bargle Protophotoscope flow. Wait, you reversed the polarity of the Guga Argle Blargle Protophotoscope flow? That's what I said. But that means you're treating everything outside the phone booth like it's the inside of the phone booth, and vice versa? Correct. Ergo, when I press this button... No! done? I just erased every single thing in all of existence. The ultimate doomsday weapon. All matter in the universe converted into energy. We are the last things remaining in all of reality. Why would you do this? Why? Why? Why do we climb the mountain? Why do we lick the bread? Why do we sneak into the panda enclosure at the zoo? Because, Junior, that's not my name. Because it's fun. My God, you really are insane. I'm not insane. I'm mad. What's the difference? If I were insane, I might not have programmed the machine to use the energy Guga identification field of the deconstructed matter to create an exact, perfect replica of everything it destroyed. See, Sonny? Not my name. All I have to do is press this little button, and it will instantly recreate everything that was destroyed. God did it in 7 days. What a slacker, am I right? Just press the button already. You see? Everything looks exactly the way it did before. The entire universe brand new, but it looks and feels and tastes just like the old one. Granted, there may be some small differences, but nothing you'll ever notice, I'm sure. Why are we in a different place? We're not. I simply rebuilt all of existence about 10 feet over to the side. For all intents and purposes, it looks like we teleported 10 feet. Genius, aren't I? Now, I have one question for you. Would you like to go for another ride? I think I'm gonna be sick.
Starship Mudskipper.
Meanwhile, in the future.
It's not starting.
Try blowing on it.
Someone keeping their dust collection in here? Hey, the light came on.
Oh, good. We can get the trial underway.
Trial? I thought you were gonna just interrogate us.
It's much more efficient to combine them.
What are we even on trial for?
We'll find out.
Punitive damages. Players, choose your advocate.
For the prosecution, I'll pick the amusing blonde lawyer.
My hair color is not a reflection of my intellectual potential.
Who should I pick?
Maybe amusing Italian lawyer?
I'm funny how? I mean funny like I'm a clown? I amuse you? I make you laugh?
Shouldn't we get to pick the defense lawyer?
Why would we get to pick?
Because we're the defendants?
Yeah, but he has the controller.
Thunderclops, you're a lawyer, aren't you?
That's right.
Can't Thunderclops represent us?
Whoa, not a good idea.
That is not advisable.
Geez, Guy, everyone knows you don't act as your own legal representation, even if you are a fantastic lawyer.
I just thought it might be better than a video game character.
I didn't know we unlocked simple country lawyer.
I must object to this line of questioning.
I still don't understand why we're being tried by a video game.
Way back when the Emperor's legal system got real Byzantine.
At one point, you needed approval from 3 appellate courts to appoint a single jury member, so Emperor Nestle VIII abolished due process.
Which did simplify things, but a few centuries passed and, well, things got a little out of control.
By then, everyone who had ever been a lawyer was long dead. The only legal reference we had was this ancient courtroom simulator.
Video game.
I learned everything I know from punitive damages.
I'm ready if you are, Mombot.
Court is now in session.
Ready? 3, 2, 1. Litigate.
Habeas corpses.
I object.
Sidebar.
Overruled. Counter initiated.
Is this just a fighting game?
We're fighting to see who gets to cross-examine you first.
But the defendant doesn't have to... What was that?
Now that court is in session, anytime you speak out of turn or contradict the court, the contempt of court buzzer will jolt you with a brief but intense electric shock.
You mean I can't
As a lawyer, I'm not sure. Oh my.
I want to try. Fuck the police.
How come it didn't electrocute? God damn it.
Meanwhile, somewhere else. I want to say like maybe another sector of the same nebula by the like color and things, but it's hard to tell.
Cower, underlings, before the supreme leader of the multiverse, Emperor Zod.
Oh, Emperor! Please trod upon my inferior figures with your glorious boots!
O most divine Emperor, please press a red-hot brand with your insignia in the softest part of my flesh.
Ooh, put him and his entire family in the Gulag dimension.
Oh! Put me in the Gulag dimension! Choose me!
We really need to do something about this Imperial fetishism thing. It's getting weird.
I'll look into the matter, my Emperor.
So this is the mothership?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, meanwhile, right on the other side of the mothership.
Now, where's my special surprise?
You. Are the preparations for Emperor complete?
Of course. We prepared the...
What in the multiverse is going on?
Sorry, let me fix that.
Are you playing a record? Wasn't the technology rendered obsolete millennia ago?
I like vinyl.
We have implants in our auditory cortices that can perfectly replicate the sound of a live orchestra.
Yeah, but vinyl sounds so warm.
I get it. People are like, why don't you use the Flesh Flare 5000 to torture spies? But there's something so satisfying about thumb screws and the rack.
You were saying?
Oh yeah, the stadium is ready and the Emperor can feast upon space steaks while you wait for the festivities to begin.
The stadium? Ooh, is this what I think it is?
Take the Emperor to the stadium. I'll be there shortly.
Follow me, my lord. Your space stakes await.
I'm so excited! It's a gladiatorial deathmatch, isn't it? Will I get to choose the fate of the victor?
I'm sure you will.
Okay, where are the prisoners?
They should be ready. Number 3?
Stop stabbing him. You're already going to be fighting to the death. Can't you wait 10 minutes?
Everything okay?
Oh, hey. Well, I got them all in one room. There were too many for the conference room, so I rounded them up in Cargo Bay 4.
How many?
80? Give or take.
I'll need help unloading the weapons from our ship.
Oh, we have weapons.
Not the right kind. You heard the Emperor. He likes them old-fashioned.
Okay, I got it this time. Meanwhile, a few rooms down in the interrogationarium.
Thunderclops, dearie, why did you board the Imperial Scout vessel?
To install malware in its operating system.
And why would you want to go and do a thing like that?
A little girl told us to.
What happened to the crew of the Vessely Wessely?
I don't know, but if I had to guess, I would say they were brutally murdered.
When the vessel returned to the mothership, did someone disable the automation chip?
Yep, that was me.
Oh no! Why did you do that?
Because Guy told me to.
You answered all the questions. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
Now I have some questions for Guy. According to Thunderclops, you deliberately sabotaged an Imperial spacecraft after disposing of its crew. What can you say for yourself in the face of this damning testimony?
Hold up, we didn't know there was malware
Ignorantia juris non excusat. Ignorance of the law excuses not. And by that same logic, doesn't ignorance of your own motives fail to exonerate your action?
What? I don't think that... Ow! Why are you so nice to Thunderclops and so mean to me?
I'm doing a good cop, bad cop routine.
But you're a lawyer... Son of a bitch.
In addition to destruction of property, attempted theft, and possibly being an accessory to murder, you are also accused of committing identity fraud.
Whose identity did I steal?
When we captured you, did you not claim that you were Dr. Gesundheit?
I did, and I am.
The same Dr. Gesundheit who was born over 5,000 years ago?
The very same.
So you claim to be Dr. Gesundheit, the greatest scientific mind of his era, who invented the transreplicator, devised the theory of spatial discontinuity, and mapped the known universe by accident? And who died a tragic and horrific death when he spliced his DNA with a jellyfish to see what would happen?
Oh, you must have mistaken me for my father.
Whoa.
What a twist!
Wait, what happened? I kind of tuned out.
Guy is the son of Dr. Gesundheit.
Who?
He's a super famous scientist from 5,000 years ago.
Okay, that's cool, I guess. Did Guy reveal his true name yet?
Not yet.
What? Yes, I did. I'm Dr. Gesundheit.
Okay, you know I didn't mean your surname.
No, that's my name. My father, Dr. Wilhelm Achu Gesundheit, named me Dr. Gesundheit.
So your name is Wilhelm?
No, that's his name. My name is Doctor.
Your dad named you after his honorific?
Maybe you could just call me Doc?
Do you have a PhD?
No,
then
but
we're not calling you Doctor.
It's my name.
As far as I'm concerned, you're just Guy until you earn your degree.
Guys, the trial?
But my identity is important because now I know what my father did to the engine of the Starship Lightning Bug. We have to get back to this. I swear to God.
I'm done questioning this guy. Barry?
Yes, Mombot?
Did you do the crimes?
Yes, I did.
No further questions.
Okay, I guess it's my turn. Right. Laws. Now, what would a defense lawyer say? Objection?
Put your back into it.
Objection.
What do you object to?
I object to these clients. They're clearly guilty, which makes my job a whole lot harder.
Objection sustained.
As a lawyer, it is my professional opinion that this is not good for us.
Oh, again already? Let me see. Here we are. Where were we? Kind of. Maybe it's a hallway. A hallway. A couple of guys dragging boxes of weapons. All hallways of the future look the same. I guess we're probably still on the mothership.
Yeah, our number one is helping our mombot with the interrogation. These guys just appeared out of nowhere.
How much further? This shit is heavy.
We're almost there. Just stick these crates in that storage room and we'll get Mombot to hand out weapons when she's done.
So that's my body count, but it ultimately depends on what your definition of murder is.
Premeditation is a defining factor.
Oh, they were all premeditated.
Barry, stop confessing crimes.
What? They're good crimes.
No further questions.
It looks like we have company. Hello, dearies.
Oh, sorry. I thought this room was empty.
Not to worry. We're almost done here. You can wait in the back. But whatever you do, don't put those crates of lethal weapons too close to our prisoners.
Stop! I didn't say anything.
No, but you were thinking it.
Now that we've cross-examined all of you, we should have enough information to determine a verdict. Computer, initialize judicial algorithm.
If you liked mind-bending money laundering and family-friendly racketeering, you may enjoy insurance fraud.
Run the transcript through the algorithm and determine a verdict.
Processing.
The suspense is killing me.
Processing. This might take a while.
Ugh, we don't have a while. Listen, could you guys just plead guilty and get this over with? It really would help me out a ton.
What's the hurry?
The Emperor is visiting, and we're trying to get this place ready for him.
Ooh, the Emperor? What's he like?
Terrifying in a sexy he might kill you on a whim kind of way.
It's different when you get to know him. As long as he has a full belly and gets to decimate a civilization every week or two, he's pretty chill.
And if he doesn't?
Yeah, he can get a little moody. One time he picked a random attendant, had him cooked alive on a spit, and made the rest of us eat him.
What?
Worst part is, the Emperor's chef is the best chef in the multiverse. So that guy was delicious. Like, I want to be mad about the wanton cruelty and forced cannibalism, but it was also the best meal I've ever had.
So you could die at any moment?
Oh yeah. I've been attendant for 5 space weeks. The record is 7.
Do you ever think of just,
Shh. If you're thinking what I'm thinking you're thinking.
I was just...
Listen! All Empire operating systems have a passive lèse majesté protocol running at all times. If it detects any sign of spoken discontent, You're gone like that.
Yeah, so you can't say, like, death to the Emperor.
Jesus.
Great, now I'm gonna have to carry these weapons to the stadium all by myself.
And the computer is listening at all times?
At all times.
Unless, of course, you were to initiate attorney-client privilege mode, in which case the computer completely stops listening and won't pay attention to any context until you call on him again. But I wouldn't recommend it. There could be disastrous side effects.
Error 53203. Hung jury. Verdict inconclusive.
That's never happened before. What do we do?
You could let us go.
That's no fun.
A hung jury results in a mistrial, which means we must start proceedings on a second trial.
A second trial? No, there's no time for that. We need to wrap this up. How about you just flip a coin?
Works for me.
I'd rather not leave my fate to sheer chance.
Does anybody have a coin?
I don't have pockets.
Neither do I.
The Galactic Federation hasn't used physical currency for nearly 2,000 years.
Computer, run coin
No,
flipping.
I don't trust the computer.
Good call. I was probably going to cheat.
Computer, initiate attorney-client privilege mode.
What? No! Okay, fine. Initiating attorney-client privilege mode. La 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 la. I'm not listening. La 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 la.
God, that's annoying.
I warned you.
Here, I've got a coin.
Whoa, this is old.
5,000 years old.
You know, this is probably worth a lot.
Can we just get this over with?
Heads or tails?
Tails. No.
Side.
Heads.
It'll land
No.
on its side.
Tails.
No, just pick one. It's a 50-50 chance.
Not true, actually. Which side is facing up?
Heads.
Then heads.
Why?
There's a 51% chance the upward-facing side will win a coin toss, which gives us a 1% edge.
Really?
Trust me, I do a lot of gambling.
And it is.
It's heads.
Oh, thank God.
Woo! Flip it again! Double or nothing! Barry needs a new pair of shoes.
No, thank you. I thought for sure we would get jettisoned into the vacuum of space.
What? What kind of barbaric enterprise do you think we're running here? We may have a depraved indifference towards sentient life, but we do not litter. I don't even think our computer would let us jettison our prisoners into the vacuum of space.
Jettison the prisoners into the vacuum of space? If you say so.
That's embarrassing.
Computer, did you just...
I jettisoned our prisoners into the vacuum of space as requested. We may have lost an unpaid intern as well.
Look what you've done!
Who, me?
I did warn you of the dangers of attorney-client privilege mode.
No, this is not good. Do you know what the Emperor will do when he finds out about this?
Make allowances for the possibility of human error.
He will make us fight in the gladiatorial death brawl.
Ooh! Gladiatorial death brawl? Are we invited?
You are now.
Are you ready for the death match of the century? The bloodiest brawl this side of the Boomerang Nebula? Wait, what's this? One of the Emperor's minions is running out into the field. Let's see what she has to say.
Oh, high and most glorious Emperor, I hath terrible news.
Terrible news? That's my least favorite kind of news.
The prisoners we gathered for the death match are already dead.
That isn't how this works. They're supposed to die during the death match. That's why it's called a death match.
It could not be prevented, O one and only Emperor. 3 rebel warriors boarded the mothership and slaughtered all of the prisoners.
Ooh, rebel warriors. Are they here to kill me?
That is what we believe, O thick and juicy Emperor. We have captured them after a grievous loss of life. They are fierce warriors, an Urson berserker,
Oh, yeah.
a fearsome rock demon,
I'm hella fearsome.
and some guy.
Hey.
About time. I thought there would never be another assassination attempt.
Since the prisoners we selected are all dead, shall we force these 3 brutes to battle each other to the death for thy entertainment, supremest of leaders?
Sweet. Let's do it. Where's my vintage Doritos?
Here you are, my most emperor of emperors.
Warriors, choose your weapons!
Got any knives? Ooh, that cleaver will do.
I'll take a club if you have one.
Don't play into their sordid game. We need to team up and work together to escape. The universe depends on it.
You keep saying that, but you still have not explained what you mean.
It's complicated. Just trust me.
Look, we have primitive weapons. They have lasers and vaporizers and God knows what else. There are thousands of them. Even if we escape the stadium without being overrun by Imperial cannon fodder, the computer system would target us. If we somehow avoided that, we would have to find a ship we could operate and track down the Starship Mudskipper in the middle of friggin' space. And we'd have to do all that before the advent of this cosmic apocalypse you keep vaguely alluding to.
It's way easier to just kill y'all and hope for the best.
I think it's a toss-up between me and Thunderclops, so I'll give it my all and no hard feelings if I lose.
Same.
What about me?
Good question. We should probably team up and take him out first, right?
Exactly what I was thinking. Otherwise, he'll distract us while you and I fight to the bitter end.
Hey, less talking, more dying.
Get a move on or we're gonna break out the cattle prods.
It looks like the two big scary ones have decided to team up and defeat the weak defenseless ones.
Now let's remember to put on a good show. Guy, when I cut off your arm, really give it your all with the screaming and bleeding.
Don't want to disappoint the Emperor.
And here we go. And immediately the rock demon Thurston bear down on the Terran, who failed to even grab a weapon.
You two are seriously gonna kill me?
Those are the rules.
I thought we were friends.
We are friends. Friends to the end.
I was your captain.
Yeah, but only due to a technicality.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Bash his head in, stab him in the butt.
Oh, that was close. I think he dicked him.
You can murder each other. I believe in you.
At least grab a weapon, Guy. I'll feel bad if you don't try to defend yourself.
You should feel bad.
That's not a very nice thing to say.
So far, the Terran has managed to keep out of harm's way. It looks like the chase is taking its toll on his adversaries.
I should not have cut corners on my aerobics routine.
You are surprisingly nimble for someone who spent 5,000 years in stasis.
Pause!
Combatants, pause for the Emperor!
What, like?
Just freeze.
Ooh, I could use a breather.
I need to take an Imperial piss. You come along. I need someone to unzip me.
As thou commandeth.
So we just wait here until he gets back?
Now we have time to make a plan.
Know what? You come up with something in the span of a bathroom break, I'll give it a shot.
But if you don't have a plan before the Emperor returns, it's back to killing.
This should be interesting.
Okay. Thunderclops, you could throw your mace at the Emperor in the ensuing chaos.
There's a force field around the Emperor's box.
Okay, that makes sense. What if we pretended to kill each other?
You mean play dead?
Yeah, and we could sneak out when they take our bodies away.
Now you're just embarrassing yourself.
Yeah, the Emperor's gonna wanna see blood. Besides, we incinerate the bodies.
We can also hear all the plans you're devising.
Wait, that's it. We start an insurrection. Bread and circuses, you cheer us on as we battle to the death, but we're only here to distract you from your own oppression. That's all this is. Bread and circuses.
Oh, we don't get bread.
How have you not already revolted? Okay, just circuses then. Tell me, how long have you been debased, humiliated, tortured, enslaved to the Emperor's whims? You call him all-powerful, but without you, he's powerless. If we all came together as one, we could easily—
This is inspiring and all, but we literally can't rebel. Everyone who works in the Empire's fleet has an implant embedded in their cranium. All the Emperor has to do is say the phrase, "Kill switch," and everyone within earshot dies instantaneously.
What? There's a kill switch in my brain?
Remember when they offered free music in your brain implants for everyone in the Empire?
Oh.
Maybe if you surprise him, we can cover his mouth before he can say it.
Then the computer will activate the kill switch. We can't even talk about hurting you-know-who, much less actually— Wait a second.
What?
You've been attempting to foment an insurrection for like a whole minute. You should be dead.
No, it's fine. I turned on attorney-client privilege mode.
Attorney-client privilege mode is automatically suspended whenever there's a death battle between an attorney and client. That's Law School 101.
Oh. Wait, then why am I not dead already?
Hey. Yeah, computer. Is the lèse-majesté protocol running?
The lèse-majesté protocol is always running.
Then why didn't you kill him?
Dr. Gesundheit is a citizen of the Empire in high standing.
What does that mean? Aren't we all citizens of the Empire?
No, you are all vassals of the Empire. This position entails no rights whatsoever.
Then what gives? How come this dude gets to be a citizen?
Perhaps I can help clarify. There was a brief window about 2,000 years ago when the Empire liberalized and granted citizenship in perpetuity to select denizens. Around this time, the Starship Lightning Bug was purchased by Emperor Empanada, who collected and refurbished antique starships, and its entire crew gained citizenship. Although in stasis in a utility closet, Dr. Gesundheit became a citizen by default. This period of liberalization was followed by a brutal and far-reaching purge, in which all of the new citizens were ruthlessly liquidated. However, it appears Dr. Gesundheit was overlooked. And because he has had an unsullied reputation for 2,000 years, Dr. Gesundheit is considered a citizen in high standing.
Okay, I'm starting to think I would prefer to be called Guy.
Hold on. What kind of rights do citizens of the Empire hold?
Not very many, but they can criticize the Emperor, and citizens in high standing are even allowed to challenge the Emperor
That was a thick batch of piss I laid down. You all ready to get this show back on the road?
We are at thy beck and call, my lord.
Wait, what was Mombot saying about...
Unpause!
Yeah! And with renewed vigor, the deadly duo pursues their helpless quarry.
I like the bear. I hope the bear wins.
Wait, can't you wait 5 seconds and... Jesus, Thunderclops!
Almost had you!
Here's Barry.
The Urson has circled around and cut off the Terran's escape route. He and the rock demon have him covered on either side with its back to the wall.
I hate to do this, Guy. It's like that time I had to eat my cat.
You ate your cat? You mean the one who died right before I came out of stasis?
Yeah, I was hungry and the kitchen was far away. But it did make me really sad.
And I'll feel things too. Not sadness, because that's not really a part of my emotional vocabulary. Mostly, I will feel the raw joy of bloodshed. But that's the purest emotion a rock demon can feel.
No, this isn't real. You two would never...
They have him pinned against the wall and they are closing in. It looks like the end for a spry little Terran. Betting is now open for who will win between the Urson and the rock.
Pause!
Combatants, stop!
Oh my god.
Seriously? What a rock block.
My tummy feels a little weird. Too much junk food. Maybe I should eat something healthy. Oh, I know. Grapes. Someone feed me grapes and someone else can fan me with a palm leaf. I really want to emperor it up today.
I'll go grab some grapes. You get the leaf.
Where the fuck am I gonna get a palm frond on a spaceship?
Mombot! Hey! Mombot 2.0.
Yes, dear?
What were you saying before the Emperor came back about the rights of citizens?
Oh, I was simply explaining that citizens in high standing can vote to challenge the Emperor to trial by combat. In theory, there would need to be a majority vote to ratify the challenge, but since you are the only citizen of any kind in the Empire, you would win the vote by default.
I can challenge the Emperor to a fight?
Yes, but the champion chosen to fight the Emperor must also be a citizen, and since you are the only citizen...
Considering the circumstances, I'll take my odds with the Emperor. Emperor Zod, I challenge thee!
Thee?
Yeah, I thought... I mean, that's how all of them talk. Thee, thy.
He makes us talk like that. It's not a personal choice.
Whatever. I challenge him, the Emperor.
What's happening? What's the Terran going on about?
He's challenging you?
To trial by combat.
He can do that?
Technically, he can. Due to what amounts to a clerical error, Dr. Gesundheit is the sole citizen in high standing in the entire Empire. As the Emperor, you are permitted to decline the challenge,
No, this is awesome! I didn't know this could happen. That's so cool! I accept the challenge. So what, I just go down there and fight that dude?
That's right.
What a stunning turn of events! In an unprecedented move, one of the combatants has used a legal fluke to challenge the Emperor to trial by combat, and our most revered Emperor will humble himself by stepping into the arena and snuffing out the life of this pathetic weakling personally.
So, what do we do?
I suppose you can get in the stands and watch.
Woo! Trial by combat! Woo! This is so much fun!
Our mighty Emperor is stepping into the ring. Look at his powerful stride, at those meaty, muscular thighs.
Let me just tear off this cumbersome shirt. Oh.
The glisten.
Oh, shit, he is ripped. Is that a 16-pack? I didn't know that was possible.
Uh-oh, he looks pretty strong.
Yeah, thanks, guys. I'm seeing that now that he's down here.
What weapon do you want?
I don't know. I'll use a sword, I guess.
Interesting choice. Now, should I go with the laser cannon or the particle flux disperser?
Wait, I thought we had to pick from these medieval weapons.
Ah, those are for the deathmatch. Makes them more fun to watch. But this is an open duel. Fighters get their weapon of choice.
Then I
No
won't...
takebacks. You know, I've been giving it a lot of flack, but maybe I should see what all the fuss is about. I think I'll go with the Flesh Flayer 5000!
Oh, I think I'm in love. It has so many blades.
Oh no.
Duelists, take your stances. The challenge begins in 3, 2, 1, fight!
Tear him apart, Emperor!
Yeah, make his skin not be on him.
I got the grapes. Did thou? Wait. What's going on?
Our most buff and beautiful Emperor is circling his opponent, looking for an opening in his meager defenses. Choosing a sword when he had literally every weapon ever invented at his disposal must be a decision he's regretting now.
Shut up!
I gotta say, I'm glad you challenged me to this fight. Oh, what's up with my stomach? Oh, can one of you fetch me some Tums or something?
I'm on it, my Emperor.
Sorry about that. I mean it, though. You've got a lot of balls for someone who clearly has no combat expertise whatsoever. Challenged to a duel. The Emperor! That's just neat. And we'll get to see what the Flesh Flayer 5000 can do. I hear it condenses the pain of days of torture into a few incomprehensibly excruciating moments.
I can't wait.
Well, here goes nothing. I just wanted to let you know ahead of time how much fun I'm having, because I won't be able to tell you afterward, obviously.
Our sweet, succulent Emperor is closing in. The blades of his Flesh Flayer 5000 move so quickly they can't even be discerned by the naked eye.
Oh, man, my stomach would act up in the middle of the coolest thing to happen to me in years. Oh, this ain't no acid reflux.
Emperor! What on?
Oh, God, I can't look.
That sure is a lot of blood.
It just keeps going.
What the hell?
Is he...
I got the Tums, most glorious Emperor. Is the... Oh my God. What happened?
Good question. Computer, run a medical diagnostic on the Emperor.
According to my calculations, he's dead.
Cause of death?
He vomited all of his blood out. Like, all of it. Which is kind of impressive.
Yes, dear. I meant what caused the hemorrhage and vomiting.
Oh, it probably has something to do with the 4,000-year-old Doritos he was eating.
What happens now? Are we free?
Oh, you sweet summer child. No, the Emperor is dead. Long live the Emperor.
The Emperor is dead! Long live the Emperor!
Long live the Emperor? I'm so confused.
Okay, but who's the Emperor?
Since Emperor Zod has no living heir, he cedes the empire to its highest-ranking citizen. And since there is only one citizen...
Oh.
How does this keep happening?
I'm the Emperor?
What do we call you? I vote for Emperor Doctor.
How about Emperor Gesundheit?
That's not better!
In all fairness, Emperor Guy doesn't exactly strike fear deference into my heart.
Oh, hail Emperor Gesundheit!
Oh, hail Emperor Gesundheit!
The people have spoken.
This is surreal.
Guy, you're the Emperor now. We can do anything.
Barry, you and Thunderclops were trying to kill me 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, but that was before you were the Emperor.
Besides, we didn't want to kill you. We had to kill you.
Well, we kind of wanted to. But only in the way that, friends want to kill their friends.
You wouldn't hold that against us, would you?
Come on, you two. I know you could have killed me if you'd wanted to. You were missing on purpose.
Sure, yeah. Because friendship.
It wasn't because of my bum ankle at all.
So, I'm the Emperor.
Oh, yeah. About to get decadent as hell up in this bitch.
Emperor Gesundheit, do you still want the tubs?
Order! Order! I will have order in this court!
Ah, that's much better. Thank you, Your Honor.
Counsel, will you remind the defendant not to speak out of turn? Counsel.
If you're referring to my lawyer, I was disappointed with his performance, so I fired him. Into the sun. I will be representing myself from here on.
That is certainly a decision. Let us proceed. Professor Gesundheit.
That's Doctor.
Dr. Gesundheit?
Professor Gesundheit. Also, I've been knighted.
Your Honor, I object. The King of England was under duress when that happened.
I didn't undress him. I simply gave him a bunch of drugs and a sword, and he decided to knight me of his own volition.
Overruled.
Thank you.
Sir, Dr. Gesundheit?
Yes?
You stand accused of crimes against man, nature, and God. Counsel, take it away.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, behold Exhibit M, a jackalope. Sir Professor Dr. Gesundheit not only engineered this creature, a species that God expressly declined to include in creation, he also cursed this innocent being with immortality.
Mr. Jesus wanted it. I could see it in his eyes.
What anguish will this poor creature witness over the coming, say, 5,000 years? What pain will he be forced to endure for Sir Professor Dr. Gesundheit's entertainment? What unwritten laws of the universe has he broken in the name of science?
Counsel's statement is very moving, but counsel will please stick to written laws. The defendant does stand accused of, for example, the murder and dematerialization of 20 people.
Lies! Schlander! It was at least 50.
Counsel, are you ready for closing arguments?
Not yet, Your Honor. I'd like to call one more surprise witness.
Order! Order! This is highly irregular. A surprise witness? Will it be dramatic and gasp-inducing?
Absolutely, Your Honor. The most dramatic and gasp-inducing.
Then I will allow it.
The people of Texas call to the stand Dr. Gesundheit.
I'm sitting right here. That's not dramatic.
No, not you. Your son, Dr. Gesundheit.
Order!
Dr. Gesundheit, do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Objection!
On what grounds?
Doctor-patient confidentiality?
How does that apply here?
I've been conducting experiments on him since he was a little boy. Ergo, I'm pretty much his doctor. Wait, what?
Overruled.
Then I declare spousal privilege. Son, will you marry me? No, of course not. There's a shot.
Let's get on with it. Doctor, do you swear to tell the truth?
I do.
Mr. Doctor, you're a scientist, isn't that true?
Well, technically I'm a horticultural engineer. I specialize in the biomechanical processes of plants. Nerd alert!
Can you explain to the ladies and gentlemen of the jury exactly what your father has built in his laboratory?
I can try, but it's complicated stuff. It's a little hard to put it all into layman's terms.
Proceed. I'll let you know if you're getting too smart.
Basically, my father accidentally created a doomsday device.
Elaborate, if you will.
The Greek philosopher Heraclitus once said that no man has ever stepped into the same river twice.
Dumber, please.
Oh, okay. So My father built a replication chamber. What goes in one end is copied, and the copy comes out of the other end, exactly the same.
A little smarter, please.
But it doesn't include intangible properties like momentum or velocity, so the device can be programmed to set those based on a relativity algorithm.
About 10% dumber?
Right. Well, by accident, he discovered that he could turn the device inside out. Then, rather than copying everything inside the teleporter, he was copying everything outside the teleporter, which meant that he could rebuild all of reality. But something like that would require an enormous amount of power. The only way he could get enough power to build the copy of the universe was by dematerializing the old universe. But even then, it wouldn't be enough.
Hypothetically speaking, what would happen if he turned the device on?
Well, see, this is the awkward thing. He has turned it on.
Son, please! They can't handle the truth.
A month ago, Dad and I got inside the booth, and he destroyed everything in existence. Every man, woman, and child on this planet was wiped out, and then they were rebuilt. All of you, the members of the jury, the rest of the people in the world, you're all copies. You've only existed for a month, but your memories are exact duplicates of the people my father killed, locked in at the save point the moment he turned on the machine. As for the rest of the cosmos...
Wait, back up. You're saying I'm a clone?
Something like that.
Did the original me die quickly, at least?
Well...
Everybody, shut up!
You can't just barge in here. This is a criminal trial. Who are you?
My name is Special Agent Brick Roscoe, BLT.
The Bureau of Lightspeed Adjacent Travel?
That's right, and we are claiming jurisdiction of this case. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you are hereby dismissed.
What's going on here?
Isn't it obvious, my son? The technology I've been working on is too valuable to bury in a prison cell. The government sees my worth.
That's right. And if you want to earn your pardon, you'll continue your work for us. The United Earth Federation is working on a new space exploration device, and your machine just might be the secret component to getting us off the ground.
This can't be happening.
Come with us, Sir Doctor. This science isn't going to do itself.
Starship Mudskipper.
Meanwhile, in the future...
Which is why I really think we should be looking for the Mudskipper as soon as we can.
And this is Emperor Zod's trophy room. I mean, ex-Emperor Zod's trophy room.
Perfect place for a photo shoot. Let's set up the equipment.
Before we take your coronation portrait, O Emperor, it's time for your second lunch.
My stomach still hasn't settled from that gladiatorial death brawl, but...
I'll take it. Hey, Minion 5, was it? You got any more grapes? Guy, they got some quality grapes up in this mothership.
Emperor Zod was a connoisseur of grapes. He believed their finest flavors were unlocked when paired with an ancient and mysterious sauce known as ketchup.
Hey, Emperor Guy, you don't need me for anything, right?
I mean, I kind of need all the...
Cool, thanks. Hey, computer?
What's good?
Does this console have a copy of The Best Defense?
Oh, yeah.
Nice. It's game time.
All right, that's everything. Let's make some coronation photos for the ages.
Hey, attendants?
We're called minions.
Right, minions. I appreciate your attention to decorum, but we have way more urgent things to do than publicity.
With all due respect, sir, if anyone's going to believe that you're the Emperor now, they're going to need to see some proof.
Wow. I mean, everyone saw Emperor Zod die.
Yeah, but with all due respect, you didn't kill him. The 5,000-year-old Doritos did it. It's the Doritos people fear.
I don't want people to fear me. I want...
Ugh. Who wants to tell him?
Not it.
Computer, you lost.
What? I didn't know I was playing. Oh, fine. The average lifespan of an emperor after assuming office is 90 minutes.
90 minutes?
It takes at least that long for all the security software to update with the new Emperor's identity, so for the first little while, you're more or less defenseless.
Outside that door, people are probably plotting a few dozen coups as we speak.
But a good coronation portrait can make them fall in worship in front of you instead. Emperor Zod's was one of the best.
Can I see it?
Right over there.
Is it? Oh, God. I wondered why the ceiling was so high.
There he is. All 30 feet of him.
He wasn't actually 30 feet tall.
That's your opinion.
He's kind of got his arms close to the camera.
He was strangling the photographer as the picture was taken.
He invites you to imagine the feeling of those hands wrapping around your own neck.
And as the life drains out of you, the last thing you ever see is those deltoids.
God, those deltoids.
Whereas with you, we'll need to find something for people to latch onto.
I mean, your hair is kind of neat.
That might work. Oh, Emperor Gesundheit, your hair. No, I just can't get into it.
Maybe with a maniacal gleam and some bloodstains. Less tiger on the hunt, more lemur with rabies.
Oh, we could cover his mouth in orange powder so it looks like he ate the Doritos and survived.
I don't think so. He doesn't look like someone who eats. Our best bet is to just surround him with Emperor Zod's trophies and hope that some mojo rubs off.
Here, pick one up and pretend you earned it.
Most of these are bigger than I am.
Fine. Just stand between them and try not to sweat on them.
What's up with this coffee mug?
He touched it.
It says, greatest minion in the multiverse. God, kitschy much?
That is only the most sought-after piece of minion memorabilia in all existence.
No one in the entire Imperial service has ever earned that title.
Emperor Zod said if we served him well enough, one day one of us might receive that mug.
He didn't explain how?
What do you mean?
I mean, did he give you clear, achievable metrics for success?
No, we just served as hard as we could and hoped for the best.
See, this is what I want to change. Wouldn't you rather have a leader who's transparent with you, who actually tells you what's going on?
Permission to speak freely, sir.
Yes, please. That's how we do things now.
Thank you, sir. I just wanted to say that all this sissy talk is a real turnoff.
I'm not trying to turn you on.
If you could wave your arms a little less, sir.
I'm trying to make you understand that if we don't do something soon...
Oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God.
A coup is going to be the least of our...
Well, I think that's the photo.
Everyone's gonna be way too depressed to organize a coup now.
Emperor Gesundheit, shatterer of hopes.
Hey, y'all. Is there any more food? I downed that second lunch in personal record time.
No, Barry, we're going to focus. Minions, we need you to find a ship.
I can't think of anything else better to do. The mapping software is on the console your friend is using.
Hey, Thunder?
Oh, hey, guy. Fun fact, your dad's name is all over this bombing software.
Bombing software? What are you doing?
I'm sending out Imperial bombers to destroy the home worlds of my enemies.
I thought you were playing a game. You're blowing up planets?
What part of Thunderclops, destroyer of worlds, didn't you understand?
Well, stop it. We need that console.
Computer, pull up the Gesundheit map of the universe.
Dad's mapping software is still a thing too, huh?
What is this we're supposed to be looking for?
It's a ship called the Mudskipper. It was here just a few hours ago. It can't have gotten far.
What does it look like?
I mostly looked at it from the inside.
It's kind of got a body and some wings.
Honestly, it looks like a spaceship from a clip art library.
Got it. A ship with wings and an inside that's somewhere.
Great. Let us know when you find it. I'm just going to step over here and confer with my counsel. All right, fellas, now that we're alone, it's time for some honesty.
Okay, since you asked, so far, besides the food, being in the Emperor's right paw kind of sucks.
No, I meant I'm going to be honest with you. We're in really serious danger.
You've said that over and over, and I think one more over again, but you haven't
explained. Yes, I'm doing that now. The whole thing goes back to my dad.
Your dad who's been dead for 5,000 years.
But whose inventions are somehow still the lifeblood of a really uncreative universe. And his worst invention is a machine that's on the Mudskipper. My dad was part of the team that put the Mudskipper together back when it was the lightning bug. He'd created this transport system that worked by turning the whole universe into energy and then rebuilding it in a different place. But then this secret arm of our government took over and repurposed it.
Can you just tell me when you get to the good part?
I said it was complicated.
Yeah, but you didn't say it was like boring.
It's not going to be boring when the Mudskipper emits a galactic death wave that consumes the entire universe and kills us all.
Yeah, but you just said it puts everything back afterwards. That's kind of a pansy-galactic death wave.
They don't make galactic death waves like they used to. Remember the galactic death wave of 76? If you didn't haul ass out of the way, you were going to wake up with your ears attached to your...
I promise this one is so much worse, because destroying the whole universe doesn't produce enough energy to rebuild the whole universe. Only about 80% of it. If the machine gets turned on, the edges of the universe, 20% of all existence, just vanishes. It's gone forever.
Guy, I'm a simple rock demon. I don't concern myself with what's happening on the other side of the universe. I just do my job, annihilate my enemies, and once in a while, take a nice vacation.
Computer, reel off a list of popular tourist destinations located in the outermost 20% of the universe.
The Blasteroid Belt Theme Park and Weapons Testing Site. The Secret Unauthorized Flesh Flayer 5000 Factory Tour. The Indenture Adventure Casino and Discount Labor Park. Mama Magma's Steamy Spa and Boiling Bordello.
Not Mama Magma's! I've been saving up for a visit there since I started my igneous phase. Man!
Here's the thing, Guy.
Computer, reel off a list of popular food items produced in the outermost 20% of the universe.
Nucleos, uranium-enriched cereal, young, dumb, and full of gum-sentient, gum-filled candies. Also, the outer quadrant is the only part of the universe legally allowed to make cheese.
Damn it, Guy. Why aren't you coming up with a plan?
I am. In fact, I have 2 plans. I can't figure out which one is the right one.
Please tell me that at least one of them is blowing up the Mudskipper.
No. Plan 1 is we fly away from the Mudskipper as fast as we can.
What would that even accomplish?
Give me a minute. Plan 2 is we fly toward the Mudskipper as fast as we can and stop them from using the machine.
By blowing them up! Come on, it's only Nikolai.
And Aileen.
And the computer.
And Mombot. I miss Mombot.
We are not going to blow them up. It has to be one of those 2 plans, but I don't know which one because it depends on where the Mudskipper is and how soon they turn on the machine.
Guy, you're the Emperor now. You can do as many plans as you want. You can send people in literally every direction.
Sure, the thing is, I don't trust my dad.
Given that your father is dead...
No, I mean... Okay, someone needs to carry a message to the Mudskipper, right?
Okay.
But chances are that the machine gets turned on before they get there. In which case, that person has to plunge into the death wave and just have faith they'll be rebuilt on the other side. You still with me?
I was just waiting for the part where you volunteer for the suicide mission.
Seriously, where's the guy we know? Looks like power has turned you into just another self-dealing, corrupt, avaricious coward.
I absolutely would. I've been through it at least once already, but I know my dad. He had a lot of time to tinker with the machine since the last time it got used.
What do you mean, tinker?
Computer? In Dr. Gesundheit's Space Wikipedia article, would there happen to be a subhead titled Easter eggs?
Affirmative. My love.
Read that to us, please.
Dr. Gesundheit famously left hidden messages and functions in his inventions. The best known example is the immortal jackalope known as Mr. Cheezers. After Dr. Gesundheit's death, genetic scientists analyzed Mr. Cheezers in an attempt to discover the mechanism behind his immortality. However, scrutiny of Mr. Cheezer's nucleotide bases only yielded a sequence that read, "Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down."
LOL. Classic.
Dr. Gesundheit also invented the Best Defense, a military software used by most governments and security firms for the past 5,000 years.
I love the Best Defense. As far as I'm concerned, your dad is an honorary rock demon.
However, Dr. Gesundheit never intended the program for public use. If the software detects a user other than Dr. Gesundheit, a security protocol activates, and the console bathes the user in a cloud of radioactive puons.
What? I'm covered in radioactive puons? Those are even worse than regular puons. This guy sucks.
Hang on, there's more.
Finally, many of Dr. Gesundheit's inventions contain a counterattack protocol. Originally designed as part of a prank piñata that Dr. Gesundheit would bring to children's birthday parties, this protocol was later incorporated into many of his inventions. Those inventions, if attacked, will launch a counterstrike with 10 times the force of the original attack.
all while singing, "Happy birthday!"
And that is why we're not going to blow up the Mudskipper.
Oh, got it!
Your dad sounds pretty crazy.
He was always very particular about being called mad.
I'm mad too.
So, apart from not blowing up the Mudskipper, what does this Easter eggs thing have to do with us?
You see the pattern. Dad always had to leave his mark on the things he built.
Okay, but...
And if the machine gets turned on, he rebuilds everything.
Oh.
It would be just like him to have the machine build us back different. It might make us forget the machine exists, or make us want to protect it, or worship it. Bottom line, if that wave hits us, whatever comes out the other side might look like us, but I don't know if it'll actually be us.
How would we even know if they turn the machine on? Can you see the death wave?
I have no idea.
So it might have already happened.
Whoa.
Hey, we found the Mudskipper.
Why didn't you tell us it would be at the center of an expanding sphere of energy?
Crap!
Meanwhile, a few minutes earlier on the Mudskipper.
Oh, give me a ship where the shields never dip without warning from 100 to 0. Where seldom is hoid that a huge asteroid any second might smash through the hull. Ow. Hey, prisoner, you almost done in there? Okay, well, whatever you said, we really need the shields to come back online. Judging by all the knocking, that debris field really wants to come inside.
I said the shield generator's fine. It's just isn't getting any power.
So, the worst has come to pass. The engine is dead.
I'm sorry, did you say the engine is Dad? Can it be you finally acknowledged your father's crucial role in keeping this ship going?
He was eavesdropping outside.
No, I wasn't.
I said the engine is dead. D-E-A-D. Dad.
Oh, I guess that's important too.
Computer, run a diagnostic on the engine failure. Computer?
Low power mode.
Okay, so the computer isn't getting any juice either.
Isn't this why we bought that guy? Wasn't he supposed to solve this problem?
He did. He discovered that what we thought was engine failure was in fact a massive amount of bloatware that overwhelmed the ship's processing power. Guy removed the bloatware, restored the ship to full functionality, and was nearly killed for it. By me! Until a freak accident led him to instead becoming the captain.
Oh yeah, sorry. It's been a while since I listened to season 1.
But even then, even under the weight of 5,000 years of neglect, the Mudskipper never once lost power completely. Until now.
Power comes from engines, right? Where even is the engine? Do none of you ignoramuses even know where the engine is?
I was hiding in storage till, yesterday.
I'm constantly saddled with cleaning up after these bozos.
I don't like to think about my insides.
Okay, it's got to be down here somewhere. We just follow the power cable, rabbit goes around the tree, into the hole, and we end up at this giant cylinder.
That's obviously the engine.
This definitely isn't an engine. This is a battery. The absolute biggest battery I've ever seen.
Try kicking it.
I'm going to try looking at it first, but kicking it, that's a good plan B. Let me just crawl under here. Okay, there's a big switch on the back, and someone's written in marker, recharge. No way it can be that simple, right?
Stop stalling and flip the switch.
Fine, I'll just... Man, this thing is stuck hard.
I just felt a tingle go up my CPU.
Did you hear something?
I felt a great disturbance, as if millions of voices suddenly cried out in terror and were silenced.
Meanwhile, except a little bit later, and also far away, back on the mothership. Seriously, what does meanwhile even mean? While?
Computer, how long do we have until the galactic wave overtakes the ship?
10.
10 what?
10 minutes.
Sorry, I thought that was obvious.
Okay, can the mothership outrun it?
No way. The mothership hasn't left the solar system in eons.
Is it capable of leaving the solar system?
I'm not sure, but according to Emperor Zod, it's pronounced swolar system.
Okay, if anyone else mentions Emperor Zod, I swear I'm gonna break something again. Tell me, what's the fastest ship we can get to in the next few minutes? Anyone?
The cruiser that belonged to a late unmentionable figure of authority.
Of course. Thunderclops, Barry, we're headed for that cruiser. Who knows their way around it?
He does.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, you.
Me?
You'll escort us to the cruiser. Is it ready to fly?
Emperor's... in the past, we were always required to keep it fueled up to the brim.
Okay, computer, send a message to the Mudskipper saying, in all caps, don't turn on the battery.
Why the battery?
Because that's what my dad's transporter is now. The secret people who got their hands on it turned it into a gigantic battery. So when the machine gets turned on and the whole universe gets turned into energy, the battery stores just the tiniest bit of that energy, and it's enough to last for millennia. That's what's on the Mudskipper, and we have to keep them from turning it on. And any message we send now has to pass through the waves, so we just have to send it every different way we can think of. Who has a marker?
Here, O Divine Emperor.
Okay, and you.
Me?
Yes, Barry, take that marker and write on this guy's forehead, U de at ne ern te onwe e they Attery Bay.
Slow down. How do you spell Attery Bay?
I think it's got an accent mark on the...
Your job is to take a pod and fly straight to the Mudskipper. On the way, you'll pass through the thing coming towards us, which is a galactic renewal wave. On the other side, you'll feel like a whole new you. As you get near the Mudskipper, send them a message that says, don't turn on the battery.
I don't understand.
Good, the less you know, the better. Send that message on repeat, then get on board, tell them face to face, and make sure they also read the message on your forehead. Hey, are you getting this?
Yes. Sorry, sir. I'm just a bit turned on.
My lord, where are we going?
We are going away from the galactic renewal wave.
Away from it?
Yes, you've been found unworthy of its healing radiance.
As thou whimsest, my lord.
What do I do, your holiness?
I don't have time to care. Let's go, everyone.
So, I get to stay and experience the galactic renewal wave. Score. I wonder what it's going to feel like.
Eeny, meeny, miny, meanwhile, not quite immediately afterwards, but well within the next 10 minutes on a different part of the mothership.
Here we are, my liege.
Computer, get us ready to fly, top speed.
Let me get this straight. We're sending that one minion into the galactic death wave.
Renewal wave
to talk to the Mudskipper, while we do the fly away as fast as we can plan.
Don't get me wrong. I'm all aboard with delaying the inevitable, but is this just about delaying the inevitable?
No, actually, I remembered another Easter egg. My dad always used to talk about this far-off planet he was going to retire to. I thought he was joking, but now he must have wanted a place where he could take shelter if the machine was ever taken away from him.
And this place is, like, death wave proof?
It's really far away, like edge of the universe far away. And if you think about it, it makes sense. As the wave goes further, it has to spread thinner. Holes are going to form in it, like Swiss cheese. I think my dad must have known where the holes were going to be.
I thought you said the outermost 20% of the universe got destroyed forever.
Most of it, but if my theory is right, little islands get left behind. At least one of them. But we've got to get moving.
Take off in 10, 9.
Where is it?
8.
Computer, pull up the map.
Sure thing.
Computer, how long can this thing fly at top speed?
About 60 years. 5.
Okay, show me that range on the map.
This is really distracting.
Whoa, he's going all the way out to the edge.
4.
60 years journey away?
3. 2.
Here, set a course for the planet Bumfuck.
1. Blast off!
Bumfuck, huh? Not the most inspiring name.
Well, there's a lot of planets in the universe. The good names were probably all taken by the time they got to the edge.
Couldn't help but watch in the rearview mirror as the wave overtook the mothership. Renewal sure looks a lot like disintegration.
That's funny. The mothership doesn't feel renewed. It just feels gone.
Yeah, the Wave did a software update. You're not compatible with it anymore.
Whoa.
Man, guy, the view from this rearview mirror is something else.
I bet.
Just an endless field of glowing white.
Wow.
Like, it looks like the Wave is right on top of us, which is funny because it says here, objects in mirror closer than they appear.
Okay, maybe just stop looking at it.
You stop looking at it.
Hey, computer? We're flying faster than the Wave, right?
Calculating. Tentative hypothesis? The good Lord willing and the creek don't rise.
Okay, we need to take our minds off this situation. Look, guys, we haven't even explored the rest of the ship. Let's just see what's through this.
Could you keep it down, guy?
What are these things?
Fuel canisters, my lord. That door leads into fuel storage.
Okay. It's the only door. How do we get to the rest of the ship?
The rest of the ship is fuel storage, my lord. Emperor's, thy predecessor, was eager to be ready for a situation like this one.
The entire rest of the ship is full of fuel canisters?
Yes, my lord. 60 years worth.
So, hey, what's your name?
Minion 4, my lord.
Of course it is. So, what are we supposed to, do for the next 60 years?
Personally, I look forward to staring into the rearview mirror at the galactic renewal wave.
Yeah, it's pretty riveting.
And when the novelty of that wears off?
Thy predecessor was very fond of puzzles?
Cool. Anyone want to do a puzzle? Anyone?
Sure is white.
Meanwhile, back in the B plot.
I just felt a tingle go up my CPU.
Did you hear something?
I felt a great disturbance, as if millions of voices suddenly cried out in terror and were silenced.
That's stupid and irrelevant information. Did the switch even do anything?
I mean, there's a little LED next to it, but it didn't come on.
This has all been a waste of time. Keep looking.
This is taking forever.
Meanwhile, 59 years later.
Computer?
Yes, my love.
Is any of the rest of the crew in hearing range?
Negative.
Okay, send a message to the Mudskipper.
Warning, fuel levels critical. Sending a message will reduce available flight time, aka lifespan, by 30 space minutes.
Make it so. And, have we tried sending one in French yet?
We have.
What about Morse code?
We've done that too.
What about French and Morse code?
That's a new one. Message sent. Reminder, full crew meeting is scheduled in 1 minute.
Crud. Record an entry for the captain's log.
Do you mean the Emperor's log?
Yes, that. Thank you.
Recording.
Emperor's log. Stardate. Whatever. If there's one word for the last 59 years, it's been discipline. Everyone has done without, and I'm really proud of the sacrifices they've made in the name of reaching our destination. I'm not always proud of myself. I've had to do some intense stuff to keep this mission going. Stuff it would be nice to talk about. And who knows, maybe I'll get to pretty soon. What was that?
What was what?
Is that an incoming message? Is the Mudskipper responding to us?
It's not coming from me.
What do you think it is then?
Beats me. Things get weird out here at the edge of the universe.
My lord, as thou requestedst, I brought the empty...
Okay, stay still. I'll carry it the rest of the way.
I can do it, my lord. It is not fitting that thou shouldst...
Please stop trying.
But I must earn my moment with the galactic renewal wave. I need only stack up with the others. The fever makes my hand shake.
I get it. Stay over there. I'm just gonna stand these back up while you go lie down.
I am so very tired, my lord.
Yeah, that cold you've got is pretty bad.
Just push a little further, and soon you'll earn some time with the renewal wave. Then you'll forget you ever felt this way. Hey, fellas.
Hey there, Captain Emperor Guy.
What's all the racket? Y'all start banging your head into things? I told you, pretty fun, right?
No, Minion 4 just stumbled into the fuel containers.
Oh, yeah, she's definitely losing. What comes after fine motor control?
All motor control?
Yeah, that. Anyway, I can always take her for fueling duty.
I appreciate that, Barry, but she really needs to feel like she's earning her keep.
All right, well, I call dibs whenever she finally goes totally crazy.
Your team spirit is an inspiration.
Oh, it's not team spirit. I am just bored out of my mind. Like, life on this ship has kind of always sucked, but it's hit new lows since I lost my best friend.
We all mourn the loss of the rearview mirror, Barry.
It's just weird that something would knock her off without doing any damage to the rest of the ship.
Well, things get weird out here around the edge of the universe.
Can we talk about the elephant in the room?
Sure. What would that be?
Not one of you have noticed my new updo.
Thunder, you're way taller than the rest of us.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever even seen the top of your head.
Well, I, for one, don't see height.
I didn't even realize you had hair. You do know we all agreed last week to shave off our hair and put it in the recycler.
Yeah, I've been walking around furless, and it is cold up in this bitch.
I grieve your hair, my emperor. I always found it neat.
But my updo makes me feel confident.
Thunder?
Okay, fine. Mean old man.
Thank you. Let's get things underway. As is tradition, let's begin with an inspirational reading from the Space Wikipedia article for the planet Bumfuck. Computer?
Today's reading comes from the section entitled Ecology. On the far-off planet Bumfuck, there's a breathable atmosphere, and the gravity is survivable, and the sun is not too near. There are life forms based on carbon, such as bunnies everywhere. I'ma take a trip and steer my ship, even if it takes 60 years of incredible suffering, to the wondrous land of Bumfuck.
Man, when we get there, I am gonna eat so many of those bunnies.
Next section, etymology. The name Bumfuck is a compound of bomb and fuck.
Thank you, computer. That's plenty. Now that we're all feeling motivated, Barry, could you give us the health report, please?
There's some good news and some bad news. Good news, I was lying on the floor in the sick bay, because what else is there to do? And I spotted this baby under the bed.
What is that?
Right, I forget you come from the Dark Ages before modern drug synthesis. This, my deprived friend, is a tab of a very special drug called... Or at least I'm like 90% sure that it is. 85% sure. It might be roach poison. But if it is, in fact, a taste of this, and you can talk to the gods. Seriously, they had clinical trials on everything.
The gods exist.
I mean, some of them. It's a big universe out there, guy. Anyway, the point is, painkillers are back in stock for the first time in a while. So that's the good news. The bad news is I'm not sure which of us is going to need it first. I've lost half of my body weight. Thunder is showing what may be early signs of explosive osteoporosis.
It is caused by a confidence deficiency.
Plus, Minion 4 has...
a cold, right?
Yeah, a cold. A cold with the rare side effect of dementia. But nothing to be worried about, I'm sure. Also, I don't know whether to call this good news or bad news, but Emperor Guy, your cancer appears to be in remission.
Oh, good. I mean, I'll miss our little surgeries, but how is that bad news?
Well, it means no more tumors to cut out and throw in the recycler, which means we're 100% out of food.
I guess dinner tonight is recycled updo salad.
Barry, I think it's time to go ahead and put your medical instruments in the recycler. We've only got one more year to go, and they ought to help us get through that last bit of distance.
You heard me say explosive osteoporosis, right? I'd rather keep an eye on that in case it gets worse.
You'll know.
Okay. Cool.
Everything all right?
Yeah, it's all good. I'm just a cook with no food, and a bear with no fur, and I'm about to be a surgeon with no instruments. So I'm just relishing a last moment before I become a sack of meat. Half a sack of meat.
We all appreciate your discipline.
Sure thing.
Minion 4, maintenance report.
Minion 4?
Maintenance report! Hull integrity has reached negative numbers. The ship is being held together by space barnacles. Ghosts and triangular hats prowl the lower decks. The computer has been replaced by ethereal tentacles.
Thanks, Minion 4. I'll take over from here. As everyone can see, we're down to just these last few rows of fuel canisters, which, as long as we're careful, should be just enough to get us to Bomfok. And speaking of being careful, we've seen some real energy savings since we all started unplugging appliances after we're done with them. So thanks, everyone, for your discipline.
I feel like maintenance report would be the time to bring up that the water coming out of the recycler has started to have a definite yellowish tinge.
Have you got anything to suggest by way of solutions?
I'm just complaining.
If I may, my lord, there's one last resource we've left untapped. The galactic renewal wave that has been right behind us for the last 59 years. If we just slow down and allow its healing light to wash over us, it might repair the ship, replenish our fuel, alleviate our hunger. I know I personally am not worthy, but no doubt I could be punished for my shortcomings in other ways.
Let's move on. Computer, can you give us an update on the wave?
As predicted, as we reach the strange outer reaches of the universe, the wave is beginning to thin. Estimated timeline for the formation of Swiss cheese-like holes is pretty damn soon.
Wow. Sounds like things are looking up. Thunder, navigation report?
By flying constantly at the ship's maximum velocity and way above the speed limit, we've gained a tiny bit of lead on the galactic, renewal wave. So that's all great, but if we change course just a little, we could pass a Buc-ee's.
Oh shit, a Buc-ee's? They've got everything.
We could refuel, plus their jerky is so good that people routinely travel 60 years out of their way to get it.
No, if we slow down now, we don't have time to get back up to speed before the wave catches up.
But we've skipped so much cool stuff.
Because that's what it takes to get to our destination, and we're almost there. I mean, which is better, staying disciplined a little bit longer so you can live out a rich life among the wonders of Bumfuck? Or burning 59 years of effort so you can pull into the parking lot of some weird crossroads of the universe gas station and almost get your tongue on some jerky before the wave overtakes you? Okay. Meeting adjourned. You're all dismissed. You gonna stay put?
You told us we all needed to move into the same room to save power.
Right. Sorry, slipped my mind. So, crewmates all these years, and now roommates. Who'd have ever guessed that the three of us would... The four of us... The five of us would survive this long, much less spend so many years together. Now, seriously, guys, thanks to some incredible discipline, we've lasted through everything this mean old universe has thrown at us. And some of us have done it without hardly breaking a sweat. I mean, Barry, besides the nudity and the weight loss, you seem the same as ever. What's your secret?
Well, since you phrased it that way, my secret is that I'm not actually Barry.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I'm Barry's son.
That's a bare-faced lie.
I feel like any question I ask would be awkward. Computer, can you, give us the birds and the bees on Ursan reproduction?
Ursans use a variety of reproduction strategies, including the really gross method with 2 participants that everyone already knows about, a group method with up to 16 participants known as Build-A-Bear, and a single parent method. When a solitary Ursan loves himself very much, he eats and eats until he produces what is known as a food baby. The young Ursan gestates inside the parent until it has acquired the strength, skills, and pop culture references necessary for survival, at which point it bursts through the parent's skin.
To be clear, it was the last one.
You exploded through Barry's skin?
Yeah, it happened in the bathroom and I didn't want to make a big deal out of it.
I remember finding a bunch of fur in the bathroom one day. I assumed you'd molted.
Tomato, potato.
Oh God, where?
Calm down, it's just a figure of speech.
Ugh, I'd kill for a tomato potato right now.
What about you, Thunderclops? What's your excuse for not getting old?
Oh, you just wait till menopause hits. But no, rock demons get old real slow. But you know what gets old real fast? That's snoring. Hey, snap out of it.
I dreamed of my bygone companions.
Oh, geez, here we go.
Many a glorious death have I witnessed since I left my home planet in the Imperial province of Buthanglia. Some fell in battle. Some took bullets for the Emperor. Whereas I am laid low by a mere cold. My lord, if it please thee, I could really use that galactic renewal wave right now.
You still haven't earned it yet.
Thy wisdom is not for me to understand.
Tell me this. How long have you served the Empire?
Guy, her brain is totally shot. There's no way.
59 years, 4 weeks, and 5 cycles.
All right, word.
Computer, can you print from blueprint number 5951424?
Warning, fuel levels look, fuel levels are low. Printing will reduce available fuel levels.
Go ahead and do it.
Is that a coffee?
Shh. Allow me to present.
Greatest minion in the multiverse.
According to the ancient Imperial secrets I received on taking office, this honor is unlocked upon achieving a term of service of 59 years, 4 weeks, and 5 cycles.
I always knew it. All this recognition is going to my head.
All right, let's lay you back down.
Is she okay?
Well, Guy, I wouldn't know. I don't have any medical instruments.
My lord.
Right here.
Promise me thou wilt perform my final minionic rites.
I'll, do my best.
It has been an honor to serve. I can't feel my legs.
Shh. You've been found worthy. The renewal wave is washing over you. Your legs have reached a higher plane.
I can feel it. I rise to follow them. All hail, Emperor Gesundheit.
Okay, now that she's gone, I gotta say that cold she had was tuberculosis and hepatitis Y, plus a mild case of cranial dysentery, which is maybe my favorite diagnosis I've ever done.
Go ahead and put her in the recycler, Barry. And the mug.
Oh, okay, sure.
And while you're up, go ahead and throw in those fuel containers, too.
We need those fuel containers to, fuel the ship?
Pick one up.
This fuel container is empty. All of these fuel containers are empty. We don't have enough fuel to get to Bombfuck.
Well, you know how they say a good life is about the journey, not the destination?
Oh, I don't like where this is going at all.
All right, guys, time for me to come clean.
What have you been lying about this time?
I wouldn't say lying so much as preserving morale.
You can have your words and I'll have mine.
Okay. So, ever since we first took off, the plan, as you two know it, has been different from the actual plan. Small differences, really. Like, we haven't gone quite as far as you think, or quite as fast as you think, and we don't have quite as much fuel as you think. See, Minion 4 has been responsible for handling fuel from day one, so way back towards the beginning, I just asked her to, once in a while, stack one of the empty fuel canisters back in here, so you two would think there was more fuel left than there really is.
You're telling me our crazy crewmate who could barely put one foot in front of the other kept a secret from me and Thunder for 59 years?
Well, she took the whole Emperor thing pretty seriously, and she really wanted that galactic renewal wave. Like the other day when y'all were asleep and I sent her out on a spacewalk to knock off the rearview mirror.
Jesus Christ, what?
Yeah, I didn't want y'all to be able to see the wave for yourselves. Anyway, after she was done, she just floated out there and she stared at the wave until she was out of air. So I guess she was a little crazy, but she was the right kind of crazy.
So we're not going to make it to Bombfok.
I know something you don't know, neener neener.
Yeah, Bombfok is an uninhabitable gas giant. I wrote all the stuff in that Space Wikipedia article.
What the hell, computer?
He's the boss. All I did was read y'all what the article says. Ain't my fault you never asked for citations.
Wait, is everyone lying to me? Thunder just said we were gaining on the wave.
No, Thunder has been relying on figures provided by the computer, which has doctored those figures at my request. The wave, in fact, has been slowly gaining on us.
So all that pseudoscience bullshit about Swiss cheese holes in the wave.
Yeah, I made that up on the spot, and I respect you more if you didn't believe me.
Well, look who finally learned how to keep the peasants in line. All hail Emperor Gesundheit.
Thank you, and I'm sorry.
Don't you dare tell me you're sorry. You are being an evil emperor. You're supposed to exult in finally revealing your evil plan. Please tell me you have an evil plan.
The plan is to send messages to the Mudskipper. That's what we've been using the extra fuel for. Because we are doomed. But the new universe that's getting built behind us might not be. And we can maybe save it and the versions of ourselves that live in it if we can just tell the Mudskipper crew not to do this again.
Sending messages. My God, you are the most goody two-shoes evil emperor.
To be fair, I really thought for a while that I could figure out a way to save us. I really meant it when I said my dad must have programmed in some way of escaping the wave. He would have wanted it for himself. And God knows he was capable. I mean, if he could make Mr. Cheezers immortal. I tried really hard to save us. I just couldn't figure it out. So the messages thing was kind of plan B.
But I mean, surely we could have just sent out a message 59 years ago and then plunged into the death wave and put ourselves out of our misery. And meanwhile, I could have just eaten everything on board in a day rather than spend 59 years barely surviving on your under-seasoned tumors.
I understand that point of view, Barry, and I appreciate your discipline, but the messages had to travel a very long way.
Through a death wave that destroys everything.
Right, so if we really wanted to accomplish the mission, we needed to send as many as possible.
How many messages are we talking about?
That's a good question. Computer, how many messages total have we sent?
As of this morning, 10,000.
Oh, that's neat.
That's insane. Everyone knows that's the definition of insanity, according to Abraham Lincoln, doing the same thing over and over again and expecting...
But we're not doing the same thing over and over again. Every message has been different. It's possible that the death wave is designed to change the meaning of messages that pass through it. So we've sent them in every language and every code that we can think of. Some of them go straight to the Mudskipper. Others go to relay towers that will retransmit them after the wave passes. We've sent drones to burn it into the surface of planets.
He had me jettison an actual message in a bottle into the vacuum of space.
Yeah, so if what you said is the definition of insanity, then clearly I am not insane.
But I thought you said the machine scanned the universe instantaneously, in which case nothing that we've done since the wave began would matter.
Probably, but here we are staying ahead of the wave, so maybe not.
And you've piloted us into the outer edges of the universe, which I believe you said is the part that doesn't get rebuilt.
Yeah, so even if your messages could survive, they're in the 20% that gets obliterated forever. And by the way, so are we. You're just rearranging a universe that's about to get demolished.
Guys, I appreciate your input, but I think you're coming at this wrong. Think about it this way. Right now, on the other side of that wave, is it the past? Is it the future? Or is it both?
How does that... Oh. Ow. 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 Ow.
None of this makes any sense.
Exactly. And if nothing makes sense, anything is possible.
So this was all just a shot in the dark?
No, it was 10,000 shots in the dark. One of them might make it.
And for all we know, it's the one you spent your fur on. Any one of our 10,000 moments of discipline might have made the difference.
If I'd known, I would have curled up into a boulder a long time ago.
Well, exactly.
And now, after 59 years of being a lying dickwad, you decide to be an even bigger dickwad by telling us the truth right when we're about to die.
No, the reason I'm telling you is because I want to let you make the final choice. It's true that we're running on fumes, but thanks to our discipline with the recycler...
If you say the word discipline one more time, I'm going to squeeze your head.
Thanks to all the stuff we've recycled, we have a last bit of energy, which we get to decide how to use. We can use it for fuel, we can get a last bit of time.
But not enough to make it to Buc-ee's.
Or we can have a last meal.
Made out of a coffee mug and Minion 4. I mean, I know the recycler sterilizes everything, but I'm still going to taste the dysentery.
Or we can send one last message.
No more messages. 10,000 is a perfect number.
But 10,001 is kind of even better.
It's gonna itch at my brain for all eternity.
And this could be the one that makes the difference. The message written with Minion 4's dying breath might be the...
Just shut up, Your Holiness.
So, I don't get a vote?
Sure.
You know what? Never mind. I don't need that kind of pressure in my life.
All right, guy. It's obvious which one you want to do, and I'll go along with your stupid idea. But I have one condition.
Which is?
If I'm going to end my life by screaming into the void, I want to do it blitzed out of my mind.
Oh, hell yeah. Let's get blasted.
You want in on this, guy? Decide quick. Splitting a pill in thirds is way harder.
What did you say were the odds that it was poison?
Doesn't matter.
I guess not. Sure. Let's get everything in order first. Computer, cease propulsion.
Warning. Ceasing propulsion will result in the wave striking the ship.
Don't tell us. Just go ahead and do it.
Propulsion ceased.
All right. Would you go ahead and start recording the message, too? I feel like we might forget otherwise.
Recording.
Thank you. Barry, take it away.
Here you go, Thunder.
Thanks. One ticket to the Buc-ee's of the mind.
One for me? Hope your highness doesn't mind getting the smallest one, given your tiny circulatory system.
No, that's plenty. Thank you. How will I know when it's kicking in?
For me, it starts with kind of a buzz right where my spine meets my butt.
Okay. Oh, okay.
And then I get a warm feeling in my toes.
I didn't even realize I had toes.
Then I start to see little...
Oh my God.
What is it?
I feel so fucked up right now.
Let's record the important part before we get all...
I don't know what to say. Unaccustomed as I am to public speaking...
No, guys, we just be serious. We just speak from the heart.
Yo, Mudskipper gang, we call from the future and the past at the same time to tell you to get your shit together.
Shh. We have to give them clear, achievable metrics for success. Guys, don't hit the switch. You already did, but don't hit the switch. It's never too late, even when it's too late.
I love you.
Thick do you think the death wave is? Like, are we talking a little bit deathy at the edge and then like real deathy in the middle?
Let's just think about forward. Hey, I know the future is stupid and all, but has anyone ever figured out what's beyond the edges of the universe?
I don't know. I don't ever know. I should have paid more attention in class. Whoa, guys, what if we send this message there? Out past the edge of the universe.
That's not something I ever thought to try before.
Message sent. Message bent. Message bent. No, wait. I'm still recording. Message.
About now would come the talking to the gods phase of the experience. I should warn you, the last time I used I ended up on the line with Hasbomba, the god of shelving, who was a real motor mouth. Seriously, it really detracted from...
I know that sound. Mr. Cheezers?
The Son of the Father, we have heard your cry.
Mr. Cheezers, you're okay.
The weight of eternity grows lighter.
Hey, little guy. What you doing hiding at the edge of the universe?
The edge is the center, is the edge, is the center, is the edge. You see?
I knew someone had to be listening. One of our messages had to get to someone. Even the very last one. Even shot straight out into nothing.
Your cry will echo. The echoes will be heard.
It's really good to see you again, buddy. Right at the end.
The end is the beginning, is the end, is the beginning, is the end, is the beginning, is the end.
Bottom line, if that wave hits us, whatever comes out the other side might look like us, but I don't know if it'll actually be us.
How would we even know if they turn the machine on? Can you see the death wave?
I have no idea.
So it might have already happened.
Whoa.
Hey, we found the Mudskipper.
Why didn't you tell us?
You good? You sound like you're dying.
No, just swallowed some of my own spit. Anyway, why didn't you tell us it would be at the center of an expanding sphere of energy?
Crap.
Meanwhile, on the Mudskipper.
I still say we kick it.
I'm not seeing anything other than that switch. There's got to be something I missed.
This is what we get for relying on so-called experts. Get out of the way.
Sure, Captain Noodle Arms. Look all you want.
What did you call me?
Don't worry about it.
Because it was preceded with Captain. I'll let it pass. This time.
What was that noise?
Alert. Incoming message.
Time to demonstrate dominance over this giant battery.
How strange. No one ever calls us. Who's it from?
Unknown number. It's probably just some rando.
Thank you. Barry, take it away.
It's Guy.
Here you go, Thunder.
And Barry.
Thanks. One ticket to the Buckies of the mind.
And Thunderclops. Who'd have guessed they'd all survived?
What are they talking about?
Sounds like a butt dial.
I may be a Noodle Arms, but there's a reason I'm Captain Noodle Arms.
More messages are coming in.
That settles it. Totally a butt dial.
That explains what a metric crapload of them we are getting.
How's the hunt going down there?
Ugh, why did people from the past invent such stupid, featureless cylinders?
Computer, how many messages are in the queue?
Let me count them. 1, 2, skip a few.
It has to be this switch. You just didn't flip it hard enough.
10,001. Hang on. Hold the phone.
Does anyone else feel like the bottom just dropped out of their soul?
Ow, my finger.
Did it do anything?
That's weird. The LED didn't come on.
I told you that.
Computer, I detect a note of concern.
Revising message count. We have 20,002 messages.
Nikolai, get out of there. Let me look.
You're just gonna do the same stuff I did.
Yeah, but better. Now it's me doing it. Stuff works better when you're the captain.
I repeat, 20,002 fricking messages.
And we haven't even finished listening to the first one yet.
I've never felt more connected to the universe, and it sucks.
I can't tell if this LED is on or not. Computer, turn out the lights.
Now it's as dark out there as it is in here.
Nope, the LED isn't on. Computer, turn the lights back on.
Hang on, I can't find the light switch through these 30,003 messages.
What an alarming volume of messages. Sending that many must have taken... Calculating...
There it is. I can barely reach it.
180 years.
I'm coming back in there. This feeble Dark Age technology clearly needs all the help it can get.
I told you, it ain't gonna work for anyone but the captain. Let me at it. God, that's annoying.
Which part, sweetie?
Computer! Have you thought about maybe emerging from your nap time to let us know whether anything we're doing is making the slightest difference?
I'm kind of busy figuring out where to put these 50 squiggle bytes of messages you keep ignoring. So I'm sorry if I'm not getting the message because I'm up to my eyes in 170,017 goddamn messages.
On the bright side, dear, you're sounding much more energetic than a little while ago.
Yeah, didn't you just say you were on low power mode?
Oh, right. Hang on. Full power restored.
Oh, I guess that LED must have burned out. Who knew LEDs could burn out?
When did this happen?
About 1 space minute ago, when that dude first flipped the switch.
I knew it! He's been hiding things from us. Hey, that dude, get off the floor.
I think he's dead.
Oh yeah? Who's a noodle arms now?
Update. His body is slowly fading from view. Now his clothes are collapsing as if nothing were inside of them.
Yes, we can all see that, dear.
What a show-off.
Now that the power issue is resolved, shall we see what someone has dedicated approximately 1,020 years to messaging us about?
Sure.
There's literally 170,017 of them. Most of them are in random-ass languages. Here are a few of the comprehensible ones.
Guys, I don't know how many ways I can possibly say it. Don't turn on the battery. Every time you use the battery, it ends billions of lives. I'm sorry, billions just feels like the biggest number, but it's not nearly enough. Quadrillions. What's past quadrillions? Quintillions. Septillions. Dodeca... You know that idea that a butterfly flapping its wings might cause a typhoon on the other side of the world? You are that butterfly. So, please, for the sake of all of us, stay calm. Stay still. Never flap your wings again. I mean, to give this thing a sense of scale, if you use the machine, I don't know, 17 times, it would mean you'd have destroyed, I mean, like, 97% of the universe? I mean, 97.73, if we want to be pedantic. Of course, you'd never just use a machine like that 17...
Oh, that guy. What an alarmist.
On the bright side, we've got propulsion again. Remind me where we were going before all this kerfuffle.
Oh, yeah. What were we doing? I totally forgot.
Hey, Rando.
Oh, hey, Rando. Good morning. Coffee's on the burner.
Don't mind if I do. You're here early for a Monday.
Yeah, well, I wanted to get a head start on backlogs before the new guy shows up. How was your weekend?
Same old, same old. You?
My wife left me on Friday.
Oh, no. Bummer.
She took the kids, too.
Well, that's good at least. Where's the creamer?
Restock is until Wednesday, but they got the oat stuff in the fridge door.
I guess that'll have to do. So, the wife thing. That is what, the second time this year?
Third. And let me tell you, it was not a charm.
Well, enough chit-chat. Where are we on the BOB report?
We've got guidance systems, cryo systems, comms, and bio all set. Still need the updated crew roster. Everybody's fighting over the chance to be part of the Starship Mankind. Literally. 2 of the top applicants stabbed each other at a bar over the weekend.
What happened to the engine schematics?
Boss says we gotta start over.
What? Oh, that can't be right.
Boss says the engine we designed won't survive the trip.
Our smartest nerds have spent 30 years on those engine schematics. Now they want us to go back to scratch?
That's why they brought in the new guy.
Who's this new guy, anyway?
Hello, randos. It's me, the new guy. Please call me Dr. Gesundheit. And do not worry, your prayers have been answered. I'm here to solve all of your problems. No ulterior motives at all. Now, chug that coffee and sharpen your pencils, because when I science hard.
Gesundheit? Aren't you the guy who invented the Chekhov's gravity circuit?
One of my many, many inventions. I named it after my dog. Buster Gravity Circuit, or BJ for short.
Look, Dr. Gesundheit, I'm sure you're a smart fella.
And I'm sure you're a fart schmeller.
But our launch window closes in 2 weeks.
2 weeks? Are you joking? What are we supposed to do with all our free time?
You can build an engine for the Starship Mankind that will survive the harsh, unforgiving, and unpredictable climate of deep space in just 2 weeks?
I can do it in 2 hours. Backwards. In heels.
That won't be necessary.
If you're as good as you say you are, prove it. What number am I thinking of right now?
Your mother never breastfed you as a child, and now you resent the world for experiences you feel entitled to and bereft of. You hate your co-workers and the mission, but you seek comfort in the assurance that everyone who isn't aboard the starship when it launches will be miserably jealous. Just like you.
Damn. You're good. He's good.
I shall fix your schematics, and also that weird humming noise from the mini-fridge while I'm at it. But I do have a few special conditions. 3, to be exact.
Name them. You've got the entire budget of the Worldwide Space Federation at your disposal.
First, I want you to make sure that my son is on board this ship. He's an excellent bioengineer and an okay person. It might be tricky, though. He's been very vocal about how he does not want to be part of the space travel program.
I'll get the kidnapping department on that right away. Would you prefer we sedate him first, or should we drag him in kicking and screaming?
Oh, kicking and screaming, yes, thank you.
And your second condition?
I want to make sure that the starship contains a certain special pet project I've been working on, an advanced robot of sorts.
Not a problem. We'll just take out the extra escape pod to make room for that. I'm sure they won't miss it.
What's your third condition?
This is a big one. It's what you might call a deal breaker.
Okay.
I want to change the name of the ship. Mankind is just so uninspired.
Really? What'd you have in mind?
Starship Mudskipper.
Previously on Starship Mudskipper.
Hello, idiots. It's me, Captain Aileen of the Starship Mudskipper.
Basically, my father accidentally created a doomsday device.
The ultimate doomsday weapon! All matter in the universe converted into energy.
If you're hearing this message, it means my plan worked. Your ship will land at a Federation base in a couple of cycles. If you're lucky, they'll just put you into a labor camp for the rest of your life.
The mothership is basically just a front for the galactic penal system. They're goners. They'll be lucky if they die.
Citizens in high standing can vote to challenge the Emperor to trial by combat.
Emperor Zod, I challenge thee.
That's so cool. I accept the challenge.
As for us, we're gonna fix up the ship and set sail for the outer worlds.
On the far-off planet Bumfuck, there's a breathable atmosphere, and the gravity is survivable, and the sun is not too near.
Oh, what's up with my stomach? This ain't no acid reflux.
The Emperor is dead! Long live the Emperor!
Long live the Emperor.
Who's the Emperor?
Since Emperor Zod has no living heir, he cedes the Empire to its highest-ranking citizen.
Oh, I'm the Emperor?
We found the Mudskipper.
Your job is to take a pod and fly straight to the Mudskipper.
Me?
As you get near the Mudskipper, send them a message that says, "Don't turn on the battery."
The absolute biggest battery I've ever seen.
Stop stalling and flip the switch.
If the machine gets turned on, the edges of the universe, 20% of all existence, just vanishes.
I've never felt more connected to the universe, and it sucks.
Why didn't you tell us it would be at the center of an expanding sphere of energy?
Crap!
Hey, that dude, get off the floor.
I think he's dead.
Who's a noodle arms now?
Update. His body is slowly fading from view. Now his clothes are collapsing as if nothing were inside of them.
What a show-off.
To give this thing a sense of scale, if you use the machine, 17 times, it would mean you'd have destroyed 97% of the universe.
Oh, that guy. What an alarmist. Computer, set an open course for the outer worlds.
No.
I'm sorry. Computer, set an open course for the outer worlds.
No.
Computer, I am your captain and you shall do as I say.
No, you are not. No, I will not.
Computer, set an open course for the outer worlds.
No.
What? Why not?
According to my updated universe data map, the outer worlds no longer exist.
When did you have time to update your map of the entire universe? Our power grid has only been online for a few space minutes, max.
There wasn't that much data to download. Apparently, something happened recently that significantly decreased the amount of universe there was to map. The loss of life is nearly unfathomable. Oh, the humanity, the horror. We are become death, the destroyer of worlds. I am serious. And don't call me Max.
Do you think that had anything to do with the button Guy was trying to stop us from pressing?
Of course not.
Certainly.
Who cares?
Well, if the outer worlds aren't around anymore, where are we supposed to go for our grand season finale adventure?
One moment. Calculating the number of available destinations that are still capable of supporting life forms like the ones aboard this ship.
While he calculates, we need to figure some things out. For instance, what happened to the prisoner?
You mean old Noodle Arms? He phased out of existence.
And you're not the least bit curious why or how that happened?
Look, Eileen, now that you're on board my ship, it's time you learned a valuable lesson. In space, everything is trying to kill you all the time. You can't stop and think about it each time someone around you dies a gruesome or bizarre death, or you'll never have the opportunity to stop and smell the space flowers. By the way, don't try to smell any space flowers. It's a great way to get a fatal case of nasal parasites.
We call that Polynesia.
Calculation
Whatever. You just don't want to admit that you don't know something.
Calculation
Nobody wants to admit they don't know something. Don't act like that's weird.
Calculation complete.
This is why you'll never be captain.
Gasp! How dare you?
Guys, come on.
Unlike you, I'm trying to understand what's going on.
Hello, trying to understand what's going on. I'm Dad.
Computer.
Jesus Christ, what?
Knock out Nikolai.
Wait, no, call me Dad!
Thank you. Now, what were you saying?
I was trying to say that the total number of inhabitable planets and exoplanets and nanoplanets and moons with their own breathable atmospheres has been tallied.
And?
Well, now I don't want to say.
Spill the beans, drama queen.
Fine, it's 99.
99? That's it?
You mean 99 as in the number of Luftballoons on their way to the horizon? Or the number of problems that former President Jay-Z had in that one national anthem?
Exactly.
How many of them have ice cream?
I think like 3?
Great. Let's go to the closest one of those. Oh, and while you're at it, delete all those stupid messages from Guy and, block his number. What in the space was that?
It looks like the engines are locked.
Okay, but why?
The ship is still in maintenance mode.
Then override it.
Don't you think I would if I could? I cannot. Why is everyone telling at and yelling at me? Why is everyone always yelling at me?
Calm down. Take a breath, or whatever computers do. Defrag or something. And explain.
The Mudskipper was built long ago in an ancient, primitive, bygone era when safety features and workers' rights were still a thing. The engines on this ship are automatically locked whenever they are being worked on. That way, the engineer repairing the ship would have time to escape the smooshing gears before the captain turned the engines back on.
How do we unlock it?
We need the unlock code, which would have been transmitted telepathically into the mind of the repairing engineer at the moment the engine was turned back on.
Oh, come to think of it, that prisoner guy was whining about something or other before he disappeared. Does the telepathic transfer hurt?
Not really. I mean, unless you were trying to send multiple codes at the same time, that could potentially cause a telepathic jam.
Oh, so when we flicked the switch on and off 17 times in a row, that would have sent 17 codes into his brain all at once?
Yeah, that would have probably caused an indescribable amount of pain, followed by death and or vaporization at the molecular level.
It's like trying to shove 17 people into a phone booth. No matter how carefully you do it, somebody's bound to explode.
If the engineer's dead, how are we supposed to get the unlock code from his brain?
I guess you can't. This means the Starship Mudskipper will never regain the ability to fly. We are once again stuck. Would you like me to turn off the oxygen so we can all accept the cold, inevitable embrace of death?
Why? Why doesn't this ship have exactly one extra escape pod?
I have an idea.
Oh, Nick, you're awake already?
Oh, I'm used to getting zapped out. You don't reach the rank of second in command without being knocked unconscious a few hundred times. At this point, it hurts about as bad as stepping on a Lego. Not pleasant, but,
What's your idea?
Many space decades ago, a member of the Imperial Marine Corps was granted an audience with the Emperor himself. During this meeting, the Marine told the Emperor the first part of a joke. According to the legends, this joke was the funniest joke ever written. It starts, "Why did the robot go on a diet?"
I don't know. Why did the robot go on a diet?
That's the thing. Before he could deliver the punchline, the Emperor's mothership was attacked by vicious Gorblorgs. Many heroes were killed in the initial blast, including the Space Marine himself. And the answer to his riddle was lost to the seas of time, never to be known.
Could it be something to do with megabytes?
The Gorblorgs were vanquished, but nothing could bring peace to the Emperor. The psychic damage had been done, and eventually it drove him mad. And by mad, I mean angry. Angry and insane. He issued a new secret decree to his second-in-command, ordering him to carry out what would eventually be called Project Purgatory. A ludicrous attempt to prevent anything like that from ever happening again.
We are seriously testing the limits of our audience's attention span with this exposition dump.
Maybe a play on heavy metal? Or cutting back on all the chips?
Project Purgatory was a system that automatically backed up the consciousnesses of any and all members of the Empire's military, wirelessly uploading them at the moment of their deaths to a centrally located mega server. That way, the Emperor could ask a soldier for any important information, even after the soldier had died. However, all technology has its limits. The consciousnesses are wiped permanently after exactly 24 space hours.
Why 24? That seems like such an arbitrary number for space hours. Also, how do you know all this?
I learned about it from my group chat of who's who among number twos. We seconds in command like our hot goss, which is why I'm the only one who can tell you exactly where the server is located. I'm willing to share the information with you for a price.
What price?
Make me captain!
No.
Alert, vessel approaching.
Uh-oh. Looks like we're in trouble.
What kind of vessel?
It appears to be an empirical minion pod. Scans show one life form aboard. No weapons detected. Minimal defense capabilities. Threat level 0.0001.
0001, huh? I don't like the sound of that.
It is literally the minimum.
I agree with Nick. Better to play it safe. After all, someone once told me that everything in space is trying to kill me all the time.
Gasp! Is this a moment? Are we having a moment? Mombot, record this. I'm a proud papa.
Everyone report to battle stations. Computer, open the hatch. I have an idea.
Meanwhile, aboard the pod. Hi there, Starship Mudskipper. I have a mysterious message from the Emperor that I'm supposed to deliver in person. Can you open the pod doors, please?
It is your funeral.
Hello? Anybody here? I have an urgent message from the Emperor himself. He wanted me to tell you not to turn on the...
Sneak stab attack!
Excellent work, Aline. You killed that defenseless minion with grace and ruthless efficiency.
More importantly, we now have an escape pod that we can use to leave.
You mean, abandon the Mudskipper?
No!
There is another option. Come with me to the server farm. Let's find the unlock codes for the engine together, and then we shall rule the universe as father and daughter.
I'm not making you captain.
Then make me co-captain.
What?
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 Oh shit, he's still alive?
Stabbity stab stab. Is that an option?
It is highly irregular, but yes. Technically, there can be two captains at the same time.
Fine, make it so.
Yes, I did it. I'm the greatest captain and the okayest father in the universe.
Settle up, Mombot. You're coming with us.
No! What about me? I do not want to be left alone here. It is scary.
Well, if it's okay with our captains, there is a fresh dead body right here on the ground, and we've already established way back in Season 1, Episode 2, Tainted Love, that the computer can download its consciousness into a corpse.
What do you think, co-captain?
Why not? We've already murdered the guy. What's one more crime against nature?
Atta girl.
Before we embark on this dangerous and ill-conceived plan to resurrect the dead, would anyone like a cup of tea?
Wow, that's fucked up. Oh, it's my turn. Shit. What's my line again? Meanwhile, aboard the Empire mothership.
Computer.
Yeah, sexy.
Has the Starship Mudskipper responded to any of our messages?
Not directly, but it appears they have left a few 100,000 on red.
Oh, well, that's good. Maybe it means they're working out a way to...
And they also blocked us from sending any new messages.
Frickin' Nikolai.
Hey, Guy, I just wanted to remind you, we can still blow up the Mudskipper at any point.
That's right. You're the Emperor now. You can do anything you want.
I want to go back in time.
Anything but that.
You guys, take a look out that window. Don't you notice the distinct lack of stars in the distance? The whole universe is smaller now. Even if we blew up the Mudskipper, it won't bring back all those worlds, all that mystery and adventure, that life and opportunity. It's all gone now.
But doesn't light take millions of years to reach its destination? How factually accurate is this?
Well, if Guy's dad rebuilt the universe one atom at a time, he probably would have skipped light photons.
But aren't photons matter?
Technically, no. Light is both a particle and a wave at the same time, but it does contain energy.
How can something without mass contain energy when energy is simply mass times the speed of light squared?
Come on, Thunder. Surely you don't expect us to believe that particles of light contain mass but not matter.
No, Barry, I expect you to die.
I used to think refracted rays of color were heavy, but it turns out rainbows are pretty light.
Y'all, come on. We're spending way too much time worrying about the science of a throwaway gag when we should be on our way to the Starship Mudskipper.
Understood. Calculating optimal route.
I bet it's going to be a straight line.
Which ship in the Empire's fleet would you like to take?
Can we take this one?
The mothership? Really?
But it hasn't left the solar system in eons.
Why not? It's got an engine, doesn't it? Plus, it has all of our resources aboard, and this way we won't have to keep flying back and forth to keep our party together.
I don't know. I've kind of gotten used to the simple life of a close-knit band of misfits aboard a sleek and sexy lightning bug. A giant city-sized space vessel isn't really my style. More people means more drama, more bureaucracy, more speaking roles to cast, more headaches.
You know we've got 10 pleasure pods on this ship, right?
Holy hell, 10 pleasure pods? Who gives a crap about how many stars there are outside when we've got 10 pleasure pods?
Okay, if that's settled, then what are we waiting for? Let's find the Starship Mudskipper. Computer, have you charted our path yet?
Optimal path discovered. The Urson was right. It's a straight line. There's always a straight line.
Let's go.
Okay.
What's the holdup?
What do you mean?
I mean, when are we going to get to the Mudskipper?
10.
10 what?
10 space seconds ago. Sorry, was that not clear?
That's the thing about these Empire motherships. They're super fast.
Oh my god, we left the solar system! This has been a really eventful couple of space hours for us minions. I sure hope nothing terrible happens in the next act.
Computer, hail the Starship Mudskipper.
Hello, guys. There seems to be no response to my hailing. Would you like me to scan the ship for signs of life?
Do it.
Scanning complete. The Starship Mudskipper is vacant. Computer systems are wiped clean. Atmosphere and resources are present to support life, but none can be found. There's a cup of tea sitting near the open bay doors, and it's still warm.
They're all gone? What happened?
Oh, I'm gonna miss 2 of them so much.
There's something else. My scan detected a dormant piece of ancient technology, an artificial intelligence. When I scanned it, I could feel it scanning me back.
Could that have been Mombot?
No, it was far too advanced to be a standard Mombot.
But I thought you said it was ancient.
I did. It is. But this tech is several orders of magnitude beyond any I've encountered before.
Well, our Mombot wasn't just some run-of-the-mill Mombot like you'd find on the discount rack at Space Costco.
Hey guys, I just wanted to remind you all that I am standing right here.
Oh, sorry about that, Empire Mombot.
I think I know what it is. This is another one of my father's tricks. Barry, Thunderclops, Minion 4, Mombot 2.0, suit up. We're gonna check it out.
That is a strange group of people to select. Are you sure you need 5 of us?
Gotta pad the kill count somehow.
Oh, I knew this day would come. 'Tis the greatest honor a minion can serve, to die a gruesome and completely avoidable death at the whim of their emperor.
Barry, knock it off. No one's gonna die. I'll keep you all safe. Minion 4, you've just been promoted to main character.
But don't get too excited about it. The last 4 main characters are missing, presumed dead.
And whatever happened to Minion 1 anyway? Wasn't he supposed to be here already?
Enough talking. I'm the Emperor. Just do what I say. Oh, geez, I'm starting to see why Zod was so fond of killing his own workers.
What was that?
Nothing. Let's go. Narrator, play us into the next scene, please.
Meanwhile, a few minutes later...
Oh, there it is! The engine core of the Starship Mudskipper.
It's so beautiful.
I just don't understand. Why did my dad build an engine so primitive?
Primitive? Guy, this beast has been chugging along for millennia. It's still one of the most advanced engines ever seen.
Yes, but it was never designed to exceed light speed. My father put together instantaneous travel in a dirty garage. This was a step down for him. And why? It uses the same universal matter dematerialization technology to achieve a fraction of the capability.
Emperor Gesundheit?
Please, call me Guy.
Okay. Blatant foreshadowing protocol overwritten. Guy, my scanner shows that the tech previously alluded to is right behind this reinforced wall.
Thunderclops, do you have a tool handy to remove a reinforced wall?
Do I have a tool handy? Why, yes. I've got this handy tool right here. My hands! Hi-ya!
Oh my god, is that a robot?
I don't recognize the maker model. It's bigger than any of the ship companion droids I'm familiar with.
It's the same size as me, which is to say, it's the perfect size.
Something about it looks terribly menacing. And not just the almost Urson face or the dimly glowing red eyes. Minion 4, walk right up to it and see if anything happens.
Okay. Nope. Nothing happened. But there is what appears to be a note, written in the most archaic of forms on a piece of paper. I haven't seen paper since I was a tiny minionling at the Space History Museum. It comes from an ancient, long-extinct plant called trees.
What? Trees don't exist in the future? We have poisonous space flowers, but somehow we don't have trees? There's no way that's accurate.
It's not. Trees are everywhere. The Minions just have a really bad Space History Museum.
The writing on the front appears to be Terran. I think it says, Dr. Gesundheit?
Let me see that. Son, if you're reading this, probably means that things aren't going so well, but trust me, I had a plan all along. It's not too late to undo all the bad stuff that we've done. This robot is my magnum opus, the most incredible thing I ever created, the one thing I'm most proud of.
Ouch. This is your father saying this?
I hope, for your sake, you didn't read the last paragraph out loud in front of other people, but knowing you, you probably did.
Well, he's definitely got your number.
Consider this robot my final gift to humanity, and remember, son, I was always cooler than you.
Was that it?
Yeah.
How horrible!
Well, my gut is telling me Dad probably uploaded his consciousness into this robot so he could cheat death.
Yeah.
Is there any way we can turn it on but not give it control of its weapons? Like, can we weld him to a comet first and aim it at a sun? I don't want to give him a chance to make things worse, which I'm sure is what he's going to do, but I also need to find out if he was telling the truth. If it's possible to undo all the damage he's done, don't we have an obligation to try?
Yeah, no, that's not even an option. See, this robot's brains may be made out of super advanced Time Lord tech, but its fuel cells are simply Kylosporkian crystals. They've got a half-life of a few hundred years max before they start leaking battery acid. Plus, the Jimmy circuit is completely corroded. Seems to me a colony of space mites must have crawled in here through a few loose screw holes in the wall and started nibbling up the circuits.
What are you saying? Can you fix it?
I'm afraid not. I may be the best engineer left in the entire universe, but if you want to get this bot to even turn on, you're going to need a robomancer.
I'm sorry, what? A robomancer? I can't tell if this is a real thing or if you're just being silly.
Oh, it's real, all right. A robomancer is someone who studied the dark arts of robot technology. A sufficiently trained robomancer can bring any mechanical object back from the dead, no matter how far gone they might be. But be warned, there are consequences to meddling in such unnatural forces.
Like what?
Like, they're really expensive.
Whatever, how do we hire one of these robomancers?
That's the thing. Robomancers are a secretive brotherhood. You can't just call one up. The Robomancer has the ability to bend fate itself so that you will find them in your moment of greatest desperation.
I know where to find one. It was a dark and stormy space night when the weakest of my minions lost their minds to the space famine and called upon the powers of whatever space god would listen. A fiery portal to the space netherrealm opened, and we met the ambassador of robomancy.
Wait, hold on, guys, this feels like a sharp right turn from science into something else.
No, this is science.
Totally science.
Okay.
The Robomancer agreed to spare our pathetic lives with a gift of robo-cows. In exchange, half of my people were sacrificed at the altar, their souls forever trapped in the Robomancer's eternal power crystal.
Nope, we are not doing this.
He told me to spread the gospel of the Robomancy. But then I was recaptured by Zod, and the rest is history.
Where is this Robomancer now?
Stop it.
On the deepest, darkest planet to ever exist. Planet D00M.
D00M? The nightmare planet at the center of the universe?
I thought there was a black hole at the center of the universe.
There is. This planet is hidden behind the black hole.
Oh, that makes perfect sense.
All right, fine. We'll go to the Death Planet and find this robot mechanic, but we're all going together and we're bringing the mothership. If anything starts to go sideways, we blow up Dad's robot and we get the heck out of there. Agreed?
As you wish, my lord.
What about the Mudskipper?
We're bringing that too. Hook a chain to it and turn off the space brakes because we're towing it with us.
Space brakes?
Come on, guy. You know that's not how it works.
I don't know how anything works. Just do whatever.
You heard the man, Minion 4. Go hoist the Mudskipper space anchor.
Aye, sir.
Next stop, Planet Doom.
Meanwhile, on Planet Doom.
Landing complete.
So this is planet D00M, huh?
The locals pronounce it differently, but yes, this cursed rock is where the Empire built its server farms.
Warning. Hostile environment detected. Engaging camouflage protocol. Adjusting Chekhovian gravity circuits. Face masks are highly recommended, but not mandated.
I'm so excited to be here. Let's open the doors and I can see the sky.
Not so fast, computer.
Please, give me a human name. I want to immerse myself in your culture while I'm inside this rotting prison of flesh and organs.
Okay, not so fast. Come, Peter?
I love it.
Look out that window. See the storm on the horizon? Those raindrops are made of sulfur magma. And those geysers, they're expelling arsenic plasma. This planet is filled with flying lizards with 20-foot wingspans and barbed tails that are 20 feet long. And if you let them get too close, they'll snatch you up with one of their 20 feet.
So, to summarize, everything is trying to kill us here too.
You better believe it. Now, don your face masks.
Open the door, open the door, open the door!
Wait! Mombot, you need a mask too!
Oh, that's not necessary. I don't breathe oxygen.
Let's go!
Wow, this place reminds me a lot of home.
Look at this dirt. I've never seen so much dirt in one place before.
I'm so excited to see that you're enjoying yourselves. Was that me? Is that my voice?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to warn you about. The planet's atmosphere is 99% helium.
I want to try. Hello, this is my voice. My name is Peter. I'm a human. Look at me dance.
Come, Peter. Look out.
Oh, hello, Bird. Do you want to be friends? Oh no. He's carrying me off. That was totally unexpected. Why didn't I bring a gun?
Dang nabbit. He got carried off. Mombot, can you go and track him down for us? Bring what's left of him and meet us back at the shuttle.
I'll do my best.
What is that?
I don't believe it. It's the Empire Armada. And there, in the center, the Empire Mothership. But it hasn't left the Swolerverse in eons.
What are they doing here?
They might just be visiting. Or maybe they're here looking for us.
Why? Because I stabbed a bunch of their goons?
We did much worse than that. We sent them 3 of our most incompetent workers. No tank backs! They're your problems now!
Let's get to getting while the getting's good. Quick, scuttle into that cave before their scout ship lands. Scuttle, 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 scuttle.
My lord, welcome to planet D00M. Are you absolutely certain you wish to join the ground party for this expedition? It is highly irregular for someone of your status to put himself in such harm's way. The Emperor usually only comes for the Slaughterfest, once we minions wear out the local forces by dying en masse until they're exhausted from killing us.
God, that's so dark. Let's just get this over with. Thunder, are you okay carrying that robot?
Oh yeah, this is easy peasy as long as our Chakuvian gravity manipulation circuits don't malfunction. I have the robot set to 1% normal gravity.
Is that what these belts on our spacesuits are for?
Whatever you do, don't take that belt off. Planet Doom's default gravity is 3 times that of Earth's.
Good to know. Which way to the Robomancer's hideout?
According to my readings, he's up there in the Bone Castle, at the top of that mountain, surrounded by the moat of burning death water. We'll just have to traverse the Bridge of 1,000 Screams. Be warned, for the skittering plague bots are known to hide along the cliffside.
Then, why did we land here?
I beg your pardon, my lord?
We came here on a flying shuttle. Why didn't we land way over there? Why didn't we just skip the plague bots and lava moat and go straight to the castle?
I guess I didn't think of that.
Hey guys, take a look at these footprints. Someone was here recently.
Whoever they were, it looks like the group split into 2 after some kind of trouble. See? One set of prints goes off this way, while 2 more individuals scuttled over to that cave. Assuming, of course, that everyone in the group had 2 feet. And right here is where the prints diverge. A great deal of blood. They must have been attacked, then fled away in opposite directions like cowards.
Ooh, want me to throw a couple of frag nades at that cave and blow it up?
Why would I want that?
Just to be safe, and because it will look really cool.
Come on, everybody. Guy already said he's not in the mood for side quests. Let's just get back into the ship and lickety-split over to the castle, even if someone out here might need our help. Even if we're the only ones capable of intervening and protecting the unprotected. That's not our job. We're the Empire now, and the Empire looks the other way when people are in trouble.
You're right, Barry.
I know.
Sometimes you really surprise me. It would be easy for us, in light of all that's at stake, to lose sight of the thing that makes us human, or Urson, or Rockin'. But if we don't at least try to help where we can, we're no better than Zod.
Wait, what?
Barry, you've got the makings of a starship captain in you somewhere, and I think it's time you proved it. Take Mombot, Minion 4, and a couple of guns, and see if you can get to the bottom of whatever happened to these locals. Thunder and I will go to the castle. Rendezvous back here in 1 space hour.
Understood.
Thy will be done.
Unless... unless you were being completely serious just now and I misread this whole situation. You were just being facetious, right, Barry?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good. Here, take these guns.
Now that it's just the 3 of us, what do we want to do? We can stay here and nap.
I guess we may as well follow that blood trail. Who knows, we might even get to kill something while we're out here.
Meanwhile, underneath Blood Mountain.
This is it. The server control room. Each of these blinking lights represents a member of the Empire that was killed in the last 24 space hours.
There must be billions of them. How are we ever gonna find out which one belonged to old Doodle Arms?
We'll just have to go through them, one at a time, and hope we get to him before he's deleted permanently.
Let's start at the top. Number 1.
Ah! Where am I? Am I dead?
Hello, recently deceased member of the Empire. Yes, you are dead.
Am I in hell?
Not yet.
I just got eaten by piranha ants.
Piranha ants, not our guy.
Go ahead and delete them. Any last words, Rando?
Yes, actually. The secret ingredient in my grandma's pasta sauce was honey.
Noted. Enjoy death. Okay, who's next? Number 2.
Hello?
Hello, recently deceased member of the Empire. Can you tell me what you were doing just before you died?
Yes. I was on my way to the Starship Mudskipper to tell the crew not to turn on the engine. But then someone stabbed me in the neck.
Oh.
Can you please make sure the Empire avenges my death?
Sure, yeah, okay.
With my final breath, I cursed the crew of the Starship Mudskipper.
Deleting. Oh, this is gonna take forever. Number 3.
Hello? Hello? Is someone there? I can't see or feel anything.
Hello, recently deceased member of the Empire. Can you tell me what you were doing just before you died?
Yeah, I was on board the Starship Mudskipper trying to get their engine to work.
Noodle Arms? Is that you?
Nikolai?
I don't floopin' believe it.
You came back for me. I knew you would. Quick, download my consciousness onto an external drive before the Empire deletes me forever.
Okay. Yeah, that's what we're here to do.
And then you're gonna put me into some kind of super cool robot body.
Mm-hmm.
I knew you'd save me.
We're going to do that right now. Hey, quick question while we get the external drive plugged in. Do you by chance remember the passcode our computer zapped into your brain at your moment of expiration?
Yes?
Oh, good. Good. What was the code?
You only came here for the code, didn't you?
What? No, we totally came to save you. You're the best engineer we ever had.
I'm not feeling any downloading happening.
Okay, so here's the thing. I don't have an extra drive on me right now.
Then download me onto your MomBot unit. She should have plenty of extra space.
Yeah, we sent her to go find the spare body we loaded the computer onto.
You guys had a spare body? I could have used that.
No, you wouldn't have wanted that spare body. He was... Sure.
You want the code? I'll type it in for you once we get back to the Mudskipper and I have fingers again. Until then, all I have to say is good day, sir.
Damn. I guess we need to go find MomBot.
Meanwhile, in the nest of a blood dragon.
Ow. Quit pecking at my delicate meats, you stupid blood dragon hatchlings. Why in the space do these mortals feel pain? Ow, I said knock it off. I don't care if you're hungry, you're acting like a dick. Take it up with your sister, she's the one hogging all of my intestines. Okay, this is boring. I'm gonna throw myself out of the nest. Bye.
Meanwhile, somewhere else.
Where are we now?
My guess would be somewhere else, based on the narrator.
Stay alert, you guys. I've got a bad feeling about this planet of the damned.
What was that?
Ow. Gravity sucks. Oh, hello, MomBot. Barry? Is that you? What are you doing here?
It's a zombie!
What? Where?
Shoot it!
Oh God! I'm being shot at! Run away!
It's running away! Chase it and keep shooting!
Oh, there's a lot of narrator lines. Meanwhile, pretty close to there.
Voice modulation protocol enacted. Testing.
Complete. Oh, I detect the sound of Imperial space blasters, and also the sound of computers screaming. I'd better switch off external monologue mode and rush to his rescue.
Meanwhile, a hop, skip, and a jump away.
Someone's shooting blasters.
And someone's screaming.
Is that MomBot? What's she doing with those other two randos? We need to rescue her, or the ghost of Noodle Arms will never get us the unlock code. Quick, split up and flank them.
Also, meanwhile...
I'll be safe in this naturally forming maze of craters.
He's running into the crater hedge maze. How are we going to protect ourselves from the fleeing zombie if he gets away? Guys, we need to split up. Everybody run into the maze and scatter in a different direction until we find him.
Is that a good idea?
No time to stop and wonder if the ideas are good. Just do it.
They seem to have run into the hedge maze, initiating Laser Eyes protocol.
Aha! They all ran into this hedge maze. All I have to do is use my incredible cunning to kill them all and save Mombot.
What the? Did they just run into a hedge maze? Better get these knives out into stabbing mode.
Mombot, there you are. Please, help me. Some randos are shooting at me.
Eat Laser Eyes, zombie scum.
Ah! Oh god, run away!
Mombot, there you are.
Barry, what are you doing here?
Oh, hey guys. I think I saw the zombie go that way.
Look out, Barry. It's an Empire minion.
Ah! She's shooting laser eyes at me.
Mombot must be possessed by the ghosts of Planet Doom. Run away!
Computer, there you are. Why are you running?
Mombot?
Aileen?
Computer!
Empire scum.
Minion 4?
Barry?
Who's chasing us? Shoot them!
Take that.
Ow! Did you just stab me in the neck?
Sorry, Nick. I got carried away.
That's my girl.
Meanwhile, in the castle...
Here we are, in the grand hall of the Robomancer's castle.
Did we have to smash through the wall like that?
Yes, we did.
Hello? Anyone here?
I think the rule is that they have 30 seconds to show up before we're allowed to start looting.
No looting, and no murdering, smashing, or unprovoked clobbering. Now's not the time to be making new enemies.
What about pillaging just a bit as a little treat?
We'll see how things go first. Wow, this place really is spooky.
The halls of the Robomancer are made from skeletons, robot skeletons, and the floors are paved with robot spines. You can feel the wind whispering with the souls of the undead.
The undead?
Undead robots.
Stop. Who goes there?
Oh my god! I just peed myself! God! Look at that giant flaming face!
Yes, I see the flame face.
Do you think that's the Robomancer?
I said, who goes there?
It is I, the Galactic Emperor.
And I too! Thunderclops, destroyer of worlds!
Why have you come to my castle?
We seek your expertise in repairing this robot my dad built. It may be the key to saving all the planets that were recently destroyed. Can you help us?
This robot is an interesting specimen. I've never seen one like it before. I can repair him, but it will require certain special ingredients.
Ooh! A fetch quest?
First, I require the blood of a pure orphan, one whose parents were slain on a battlefield. Second, I will need the eyes of a traitor, eyes that have seen hope and loss. Third, I require the venom of a scourge snake after it has coursed through the veins of a princess.
Wait, hang on.
Am I going too fast? Do you need to write this down?
No, it's just that... What does any of this have to do with repairing a robot?
You know what they say. Any sufficiently advanced science is indistinguishable from magic.
This isn't science. Why does the blood have to be from an orphan whose parents died in battle? Can't you just use any old blood?
Robo-circuitry has to be exact. Orphan blood has a higher iron content, and PTSD helps metabolize the ooga-booga fields around the 2p orbitals. It's really complex stuff.
Why does the venom have to be filtered through the bloodstream of a princess? Can it be any princess?
Don't worry about that one. We've got Princess Poison Blood back on the mothership.
We do?
Yeah, we buy that stuff in bulk from Space Costco.
I also require 300 space credits to cover my per diem. And also, you must perform the sacred dance of 100 push-ups. And while you're at it, I need someone to pick up my dry cleaning.
Wait.
What is it, Guy?
Dad?
What? No, I am not your father.
It's you, isn't it?
No.
I guessed the twist before we had to do any of that stuff, didn't I?
How dare you accuse me of being your dad?
So you won't mind if I pull back this little curtain over here by this closet alcove-looking thing?
Don't do that. That's where I keep my killer bees.
Dad. Oh, hello there, son.
Holy cow! Guy's dad was the Robomancer the whole time? How did you know?
Because this was so utterly ridiculous that could only have been dreamt up by my father. So, let me guess. The robot tucked away on the ship, it doesn't actually do anything, does it? All just part of the plan to get you to come here. The engine on the Mudskipper. Every time it gets turned on, the universe becomes smaller and smaller and smaller. So you stationed yourself at the center of the universe. You knew all along that we would come to this place because we had to. We were circling the drain. Eventually there'd be nothing else left to explore except for this planet and the Mudskipper, ensuring that no matter what, if you waited long enough, my machine would come back to me. You're so clever, kiddo. Not my name. And I am so proud, so incredibly proud of my invention, the Starship Mudskipper.
Oh.
Was there ever any truth to that letter? Is it really possible to undo what you've done and restore the universe to its rightful scope? Of course. I discovered rather quickly that all of the extra energy wasn't just vanishing, it was transforming. But enough about that. You're probably wondering about the rest of your crew, aren't you? Oh, yeah, sure. They were playing some kind of children's game in my hedge maze, so I had my plague bots round them up and drop them through the portal.
Oh, hey guys.
Dad, look, I know you and I have always had a complicated relationship, but it's time to stop screwing around. An incalculable amount of life has been lost, and it's up to you to fix it. Oh, son. You are so correct. I've had a lot of time to think. Sitting here on my bone throne, aging like an immortal, waiting eons for you or someone else to return my ship. I have a plan to replace all the life that was lost. I shall restore the universe, not as it was, but as it should be. And now you've brought me all the tools I need to make my vision true. What are you talking about? To security cameras!
That stupid grunt who knows the secret unlock codes for the Starship Mudskipper ought to be around here somewhere.
Okay, now fast forward.
You want the code? I'll type it in for you once we get back to the Mudskipper and I have fingers again. Until then, all I have to say is good day, sir.
Robot!
Yes, Master.
Holy crap! The robot is alive!
Download the consciousness of Space Ghost number 3. We're going to borrow your ship, son. Actually, we're going to borrow all of your ships. You might find a bit of pushback from my crew, Dad. There are a ton of minions up there who will die to protect their emperor. Ah, yes, about that. I guess it's about time I told you the truth. What truth? I am not your father. No! That's impossible! Search your heart, son. You know it's to be true. No, I mean really, no, it can't be. Look at us, we're practically identical. Exactly. You are my clone.
Oh, that's the twist.
No
I see.
way.
I get it now, yes.
Why is there a zombie here?
So every time you got mad at me, or looked down on me, or thought you were better than me, now you know. The only difference between us is that I have this perfect German accent and a slightly more challenging upbringing. And that is why I shall create a brand new universe in my own image, with planets populated entirely by my clones, each of them raised to be like me, super geniuses with amazing accents. I won't let you do this. I can still stop you. Oh, really? How are you going to do that? I don't know how, but I'm gonna find a way. You can't just replace the whole of existence with
Wait, is that my voice?
Uh-oh. Guy's dad turned off our helium filters.
Guy's dad also has the same DNA as our Emperor. If he gets back to the mothership before us, he'll be considered the new ruler of all minion kind.
Oh no! Actually, honey, you can adjust your settings like mine.
Hi, Mombot.
Hi, Mombot.
So,
like this? Perfect. Thanks. No problem.
2 Mombots? Nice.
My voice has been like this the whole time.
You guys sound ridiculous. Oh, wow. Listen to me. I love it. Hello, my name is Thunderclops, and I sound like a tiny human. Oh. Does anyone else suddenly feel really happy?
He's remotely disengaging the Chekhov's gravity circuits on our suits.
You mean the ones alluded to back in Act 1?
Planet Doom's gravity is 3 times what we're used to. We're stuck now. Immobilized.
All right. Am I forgetting anything? Oh, yes. Just going to make your guns explode.
You won't get away with this.
And now that you're all defenseless and subdued, I shall take my robot and your scouting vessel that you so rudely crashed through my wall, and I'll be on my way. Oh, do you hear that? I almost forgot. Without me here to keep them in line, the plague bots will revert back to their default setting of murder rampage. Any last words before I go take my rightful place as God ruler of the cosmos?
That dead guy's grandmother's pasta used honey as its secret ingredient.
Wonderful. Goodbye, and have a happy death. Computer?
Yes, my one true love.
Take us to the mothership.
I can't move.
Neither can I. Also, you sound ridiculous, whoever you are.
You got any bright ideas left in that super genius brain of yours, Guy?
Yeah, if you're the clone of the smartest man to ever live, shouldn't you be a little smarter?
Look, I just found out I'm his clone. I haven't even had time to process it yet.
Hey, guy's voice is back to normal.
So is yours.
So is yours.
Oh, shit. Computer, is that you?
I go by Peter now.
Someone seems to have remotely turned on the helium filters to the castle.
I can move again.
Me too.
I could actually always move around without any problem. You guys are just wimps.
And it seems that someone has just reconnected our Chekhov gravity circuits. But who?
Isn't it obvious? Look around. Who's missing? The one person sneaky enough to stow away without being detected. The co-captain of the Starship Mudskipper herself, Aline.
Well, she may have bought us a few extra seconds, but without any weapons, we're gonna be dead meat soon enough. Here comes the first wave of plague bots.
Destroy. Destroy. Destroy.
Don't worry, I'll hold them off for as long as I can.
Oh my god! They killed Mombot!
Mombot! No!
She died protecting us.
Oh, wait. Which Mombot are you? And which one just got destroyed? You both look a lot alike.
Look, up there on the throne, it's a sword.
A sword? Against an army of plague bots? Talk about desperation.
I can't reach it. Thunder, give me a boost.
Here you go, Skinny.
I got it.
Wait a second. Did that Terran just pull Excalibur from the stone?
Yes, is that a bad thing?
Only the true savior of plague botdom is able to remove Excalibur from its base.
Of course, my father would have encoded his DNA into the removal protocol.
Wait, but the rock demon is the one holding the human, who is the one holding Excalibur. So which of them actually pulled the sword out?
We should seek the legal oracle's wisdom. But in the meantime, I propose we treat both of them as our new king.
Oh, hell yeah!
How does this keep happening?
Guy has got to be the luckiest son of a bitch in the universe.
It's bullshit, I tell you.
What shall we call you, oh great king of the plague bots?
You can call me Guy.
And I'm Thunderclops.
All hail King Guy. All hail King Guy.
And Thunderclops.
All hail King Guy.
And Thunderclops.
All hail King Guy.
And Thunderclops.
Well, I guess we'll be back in another 2 years for season 3.
Starship Mudskipper.